that will serve you during. Alright? If it is, you are only able to do with what you have. So,
Let's go. Bro, let's keep chasing them. Come to.
Isa lutek squad.
very, very costly because you are not part of illness, the rush.
Yeah. It's a way to get free Bitcoin. But what really surprised me is how fun the game is. Now, you start off with these
eliminations in game number 2 to start it off strong. We're going to head on over to loading, though, as him and Ackman's roster are popping off over by the cell house. We've seen a couple of kills come in quick succession, but I feel like they've just taken them all down, and now there's nobody else there. As Tom's in a little bit of a scuffle. Getting shot from the side, it's going to be 4K versus 4K on the back side of the map. But I'm wondering what's going on with the African and Latam region, as they've been fighting over by here for ages. Oh my gosh, shots are going down! I mean, man, Chapo! Let the shot land it! Oh, he can't be able to get it! Let's go! He's actually able to do it! What a play with 3 eliminations! Unfortunately, Chapo's going to fall, but such a dominant performance there from the main man from Africa. As all 4 of their players are coming into the action, they do have 10 eliminations, but Chapo's going to get knocked and full eliminated. That is going to be the Yellow Shows targeting him there, also known as Ackman's team. It's only Necro down at the bottom of this area. Docs. Last alive in his team over here. I'm not really too sure what he was thinking when he came down here, but it worked out for him. As Low Tech is going to get knocked from the side. Luckily, his teammates do clutch up 14 eliminations from them. Smoke goes down, they spotted Goats from the side over on top of Docs. There's a lot of teams over by here. Let's check where the zone is. It's actually nowhere near Docs. It looks as if Holy Father's team and all of 4K have best positions in zone as we go into the next stage of the circle and the game. Player getting targeted by the EMP drone, able to take it down. Now they're going to target Goat. I wonder, do they know who that is down there? If they know that it's Goat or not, but the Hulker's going to come down from the side. It's going to be Slashy targeting him from above on the house. We'll hop on over to Slashy as he's in the midst of 2 different teams here. A third party could come in from TSG, also known as Batting. Targets have been spotted. Slashy, you need to rotate over to a different house as Patata's going to get eliminated here, and I feel like the push is coming in from Slayer's team, a.k.a. OP Eternity Zenith. Oh my god, Rosskid, that was a terrible way to go out. Now Slowtech picks up another 3 eliminations, 17 total for the team. What is this sound? Huh? What the heck is this sound I'm hearing right now? Is it some sort of weird EMP drone or something? I think it's a class ability. Either way, as we hop on board, we can now see Holy Father's team are chilling inside of the next zone as this one is collapsing in on itself. I don't know what that noise is. Hold up. Surely I can take down all of this. Is it an SFX? It must be an SFX. It sounds like somebody's used a jetpack or something and they've been jetpacking for absolutely ages. Either way, only one team has been eliminated thus far inside of this game, and it is team number 4, also known as Link Avengers. They did absolutely amazing earlier in game number 1, but we're seeing them hop into game number 2 and get eliminated first out of any team. Taking my headset off right there because all I can hear is the jetpack noise. I know it's a little bit quieter for you guys, but it was so loud in my ears, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, shots are going down here. Akaza able to land over onto the broski on top of Cell House. That would be part of Team Ackman. Oh dearie me. I believe that was Senior J that got knocked and eliminated here. But speaking of other teams that we haven't really seen from so far, other than one moment from Chapo, it looks like Africa and partially Latin America have been taken out of game number 2 with a lot of kills, so they'll still be good on the leaderboard. Speaking of leaderboards, I'm going to go ahead and get it adjusted onto the screen right now as we watch TSG rotate into the zone. Chatting on. Let me get these up on your screen. There it is on YouTube long form. We'll hop over on to TikTok just now, chat. David, thanks for becoming a member. Love that. Boom, it's now on to your TikTok screen. You can see where everyone is currently situated at the start of this game. Is there a way for me to stop this? Oh my gosh, yeah. It's still so loud. Is Cam's gonna go down here fully eliminated on the side of Low-Tech's OP Eternity Zan's team. So Top also going to get eliminated here as well. But it looks like Slayer is cooking. 26 eliminations, even with the tech car loading at the bottom of Cell House, along with Senior J getting taken down. 27 total eliminations. An absolutely dominant performance here from OP Eternity Zan, as they're going to work their way up on top of the Cell House. Only Necro is left alive up there. He's going to jump down as well. Ackman staying alive. I remember a clip from over there where he called somebody Superman only a year ago. They're going to rotate over down into 4K Holy Father's team. I'm not sure if this is going to be a good play here, but Slayer's going to land in on them. Oh my god, Ackman landed a couple of shots, but he only hit for 24 damage apiece. And it looks like Nick is also going to be eliminated there, leaving only Senior J and Loading alive, as they're going to get targeted from another Latin American roster. Oh, Nader above him. He's trying to stay alive. Loading, playing his life. He's got both of his teammates back up, and it looks like Senior J goes for the loadout. Spots the chasm from the side here, but he's losing health due to the lung capacity. Akaza spotted him, and there he goes, finally getting eliminated. See you later, Alligator. Akaza wants to get his loadout dropped down, and sure, don't think he's going to be able to do so. Shots going down here, Loden moves out of this action, but I think he's going to get targeted from the side. He goes down as well, with the Ghost doing absolutely crazy work over onto the side of Ackman. While all that catastrophe was happening, it looks like the Holy Father's team has been eliminated from this Alcatraz lobby. Unfortunately, very early on, I believe they were the 8th place team. Not sure how many kills they got, but a couple of missteps cost them good loot and placement earlier. As Dork still alive with 8 eliminations so far. And I still hear that jetpack popping off, so I'm not taking my headset back on just yet. It probably will be here for the entirety of this game. Shots go down, G's going to get eliminated along with Jeff, and I think that team... Ooh, they still have the Rosie. He gets back just in time. As Ackman also falls back into the game. Cell House spawn point for him. Low-Tech's getting a lot of eliminations. Low-Tech's and Slayer, 11 and 12 apiece. 30 eliminations! What is going on?
Information service aired in time allotted for government broadcast.
Waterman, eh? You think you're Waterman? You think you're Aquaman, eh? Unfortunately, he gets eliminated. Loading is the last player on his roster. They only have 10 eliminations. When you compare that to a 53-game performance, this is unlike anything I've ever seen in any tournament in history. Oh my god! Applause. Has decided to make himself known. He gets a pump. There it goes. Lands another. Oh my god. Domination is coming through. What was that, ladies and gentlemen? 57 eliminations from OP here. They just walked in there as a 2-man and cleared up the entire roster from GOAT. The Latin American GOATed team have been eliminated. Only 5 teams remain, as they were aggressively pushed out of this area of the map. But now the zone's going to come in even more, and we're about to get down into the final safe zone of this game, as multiple different teams are fighting at the same time. Tom is trying to get out of the situation, but it looks like the main man, a whole boss, is trying to make light work of him. Stays alive for a little bit longer, but he does have heals to heal himself up a little bit. Not to max health though. Only a 50 plate comes through, just a normal shield from Tom. Knows that that is a trickster. Very few people left alive right now, as Low-Tech is going to get eliminated here, but they do get the revive. Surely it comes through. There he is. Can they get him? Yes, they do. They have 57 eliminations. All 4 players from this roster are still alive. This is the highest kill game we've ever seen in the history of any one of our major tournaments. Can they drop a 60 kill game? There's no way. Surely not. They already have double every other team currently in the game. They might have triple of any other team right now alive. Look at that. That looks like they're hacking. It actually looks like they're cheating right now with that many kills. 57 eliminations. That is unbelievable as we've all came down to this final moment. 5 teams still alive. Finally, that jetpack is out of my audio. Loading still up right here. He's just playing for placement points at this point. These guys have a good spot to work with. This is the final circle. It's going to end right where that sand is. If I was them, I'd take the high...
No, I'm just going here.
I can't come this up, guys. Guys, I can't come this up.
Is there still people in the water?
Okay.
Probably. Be careful water, probably somebody.
Be careful also from the tower, maybe.
I can win to play far, bro. We play far and then we go.
I have it.
Bro, I can make it go.
Start over the left, damn
Come on the side to say campus. Let's come here, guys.
Nice.
Finish.
Where?
Nice.
You can tap us up, you can tap us up. Wait. When they come
Let's
out,
go play side left.
no, I can, no.
I can't come this.
You see them on top, I think?
No,
Yeah, it's shooting.
I will stay here until they... Yeah.
Yeah,
I will try to warn
them down with them.
Yeah.
Just be careful, they might jump on me.
I have fast ATS and then I will warm counter.
Guys, we don't do mark, okay? When Zork comes, we go
Because I hate somebody back. I don't know.
there has to be somebody below us.
Yeah.
I think there is a team in the tunnel, no?
Maybe, yeah. Be careful, Abel, from the top.
I don't.
Abo, be careful your back.
They have to jump first, I think.
Boys,
Live the island dream. It's your chance to be one of over 100 winners in the Buster Turbo and
I would say I might take the high ground ship from above onto the early rotators, but I don't know if that's going to happen. This might go in the way of Team OP here for the most under this final moment. Can they make history for being the first team ever in a major tournament to drop 60 kills with a win? It's not looking likely now, as the Wolf Boss has been knocked early off the rotation. He's going to come around, though. They might be able to get this pickup if they go for him here. Slayer not opting to get him, as it looks like Flex and Go are going to go around the side to get that confirmation of the kill. If the elimination still is low, Tex is going to fall. I think they're going to lose it here, ladies and gentlemen. They might not be able to do it. They're going to go for the res. If they peek him now, he could get the one pop. Actually, he has an HS 2126, so he could get a one burst here instead. Lotex gets back up as loading falls to Ramzu. It's all on the side here of OP. They have 3 people left alive. Trickster goes down. Slayer gets out of the action. Lotex still up above. Gets the pump. Can he get the second? Surely. Oh my god! For the 60 bomb! Taking down the last 2 players alive from 4K, man! Kane does get knocked here, however, as well, and it's all down to the duel from EU. Lotex and Slayer's gonna land the jumping into Ramsey, but he's outside of the zone. Slayer's gonna die! All that's left now is for Lotex to make something happen. He can get back his teammate here. Slayer's still alive. Luckily, only gets not a full Elaine coming through. 61 kills on the board from Team OP. Now they can get back their last remaining players. It's a 3v2 situation. Can Flex and EXO do anything about the most historic, dominant, fragging performance of all time in any tournament ever? 3-on-2 as they're deciding what they want to do. I think they might have to poo all over them here. They have the high ground and the man advantage. EXO is over by the loadout. They don't know where they're currently situated. EXO's probably sitting there speechless at the fact that there's 3 players above him. He only has 1 elimination in this game. This is like an atomic bomb versus a crying baby right here. Flex gets eliminated instantly and EXO goes down as well. 63 kill win. We've never seen something like that in the history of any of our $10,000 events for the last 2 years. Unbelievable performance. Arguably the best team performance of all time in any tournament ever. Wow. What a game. Look at the amount of kills, and it wasn't one singular person carrying. It was ultimately the entire team coming together with amazing cohesion, unbelievable chemistry, and most importantly, dominant mechanical skill inside of Alcatraz. Dare I say it, chat? I think... Oh my god. Wait. I think multiple players on their team? Oh, they were lucky. The team that finished 4th, if you take them out of the equation, 2 players on that roster got more kills than any other team combined. Lotex and Slayer got more kills themselves than 8 of the other 10 teams. Actually, 8 of the other 9 teams, because they're the 10th team. 2 players outfragged all of the other teams. That is sensational, chat. Absolutely sensational. Wow. What a dominant performance from them. 63 kills and a win. No other team even came close. It wasn't even close. They were on crazy MS, and they still pooed all over the other rosters. I don't even know if we can use MS as a disadvantage anymore. I don't even know if people can complain about that. That is unbelievable. They cooked everyone. Bro, 63 kills, that will go down as a historic game. And you all seen it live, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the follow, hit the subscribe. If you're watching on a watch party, subscribe or follow to all the watch parties you're watching. If you're watching your favorite streamer playing the games, hit the follow button. That was unbelievable. What a game. I can't even focus on anyone else. I mean, good job to Team 7, or for getting like 15 kills in a second, I guess, but 63 kills in a win? That is 78 total points from one game. That's more points than the majority of these teams will get in this entire Game 7 series in one singular game. Dare I say, the entire competition needs to land on this team. They need to land self.
Yeah. It's a way to get free Bitcoin. But what really surprised me is how fun the game is. Now, you start off with these...
They were so close to 6-7, they just didn't get there. Unbelievable performance with 63 total eliminations. 13 comes through from team number 2, 4K, Negi, Freya, Gaza, and Renzu. Obviously, we can see the guys with the second most amount of kills got 22. But I mean, God, that was really an atomic bomb on the main stage of the Alcatraz tournament. Ackman's team finished a little bit further down the leaderboard, 5th place with only 10 eliminations. They did die out quite early, so their team chemistry just was lackluster there, unfortunately. Groen's team did a little bit better that match, but as we go down the list of players, we see a disappointing performance from the Philippines. That's only 2 eliminations from Holy Father's team, and looks like only 8 from TSG, also known as Batting, and Leap were first to die with only 4 eliminations. They were doing so good after game number 1, and so was Atman's team. They're going to get passed up a tremendous amount after that performance. Arguably the most historic game we've ever seen from a singular team. I cannot believe that. I actually cannot believe what we just witnessed. I'm so glad we decided to do an Alcatraz tournament, chat, and I'm so glad you decided to tune in. I'm going to take a little bit of a sip of my vitamin C drink, because my voice is definitely going to go by the end of this Game 7 series, as there's just so much action to be had, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. We're tallying up the scores here, chat, but I think we all know who's in the lead. After that game, 78 points from a single game. I feel like I need to message into the group chat right now. I typed into the chat, WTF was that game? Slayer typed back, what is 100 MS, chat? That's when he typed back instantly. He said, we don't care for 100 MS. We're gonna dominate, we're gonna obliterate, we're gonna annihilate the entire competition on max MS. They're literally as far as you could possibly be from the Philippines server, because that's what server they got last game, which is incredible. Thank you very much, ladies. Everyone that became a member or donated, I appreciate you guys. Make sure to head over to any of the watch parties or the players streaming and participating in this and give them gifts, donations, or memberships as well. I'm sure they would greatly appreciate your support, along with mine. Chat. As we're waiting to get this game started. There was a little leak in the password, but we'll be a-okay to start in just a moment. As we get the tallies for game number 2 up, I think this lead is going to be sensational, chat. Not gonna lie. I think this lead is going to come out to something absolutely dominant. All of the watch parties, if you don't know who is currently watching, we've got Lex Gamer, Valor, Death Stalker, 4K Winter Panchino, Philip Mello, Pod Mahmood, Del Mini, Senorita Bree, King Me, Malay, OBN, Vector, CODM, Two Gun YT, Happy Bazu, Louis Flores, Itachi, Fulcrum Shift, Rocky Plays, and Lex, chat. And Lex. There is so many different watch parties to watch, depending on what region you're supporting. There's watch parties from Africa, there's watch parties from Latin America, there's watch parties from North America, there's watch parties from Philippines, there's watch parties from all over, whether you're Europe, Africa, anywhere in the world, you can watch a watch party that is dedicated for
This is American watch
So we're
party.
going to go and do that. Make sure to do so as we get into game number 3. I know, man, I know. I just haven't had a chance. I just haven't had a chance, Mad Dad. Alright, I got you though, I got you, trust. There we go, as we get into game number 3, finally I have a breath of fresh air, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting into game number 3. I don't know how our team has gotten the scoreboard ready this fast, but I am currently downloading the scoreboard for game number 2.
Come on, third game this year.
Your screen as fast as I possibly can. My scrub is in the
Low tech same dip on the top with 111 points. We have Steam Dealers with 52 points, Team Over with 46 points, Team Fire Kings 45 points, Team Bandin 45 points.
Oh my god, Slayer's last alive! Everyone landed on them like I said they would! They knew that the lead was too insane! And now Slayer's the last alive in the team! If anyone takes them out instantly, this would be absolutely diabolical! Oh my god, please, please, please! For the script! Eliminate them! Take them out! Please! Oh, they're all back! The play didn't come through. They're still alive for a little while longer, ladies and gentlemen. That was almost absolutely insane. We were playing on the downfall. We were playing on the downfall of the best team inside of the tournament so far, but they're just too damn good. And they're staying alive for a little bit longer as many other teams are in fights, and it looks like Holy Father's team has been mostly eliminated as they're coming down into the action again. Synth and Tokyo making their way back into the lobby. TSG still up. Whoa! He spotted Bardax here. Shots go down. Easy wipe from Slashy and his team. 2 eliminations on the board. I don't think we're going to see another 63 elimination for this game, because the main roster that did it has been scattered across the lobby. Bro, I can't believe they landed on that. It was crazy. Ooh, message him man down right there to give him a little update. We'll hop on over to the Holy Father team, because he's just been eliminated as well. Since it comes down, these guys are just not cohesive right now. They're all over the place. They're not landing together. Like, what is this, guys? Come on. You guys are better than this. You gotta land together as one formidable unit. As a team! They're landing like they're playing solos right since. Oh my gosh, if Synth got turned on there, it would have been, let's just say, embarrassing to say the least. As we're gonna hop. Oh my gosh, I thought they got eliminated there for a second. I was actually about to start screaming. But they're still alive for now. Team OP. They're over double the points of second place as they're looking to get some eliminations onto the team opposing them right in front. It's gonna be TSG, also known as Batting. We've seen these guys do really well before. Can they do well in this tournament, though? They've won one of these events. Lotex gets eliminated from the Slashy. Now it is out. They know it's TSG. Slayer's able to take down one, but they only have 2 players left alive. Oh my gosh, what a power position coming through.
What is faith?
It means to trust in something.
To hope for the best. To believe in something bigger than yourself.
Fall for it just yet. He's going to rotate off. What a position of power from Slayer there to help his teammates stay alive. Like I said before, these guys have insane chemistry. I said at the start of this competition that they were playing all week in Alcatraz stream lobbies, in mini tournaments, in public matches. They have been grinding Alcatraz the entire week, so it doesn't even matter if they're on max MS. They are dominating the other teams. We'll hop on board the Mardax here. Player from Team Aura. 7 eliminations from this game. They're doing really well, but I tell you who else is doing really well. It's going to be Ackman's team. They know that they need to do a little bit better as Necro does fall from Slayer up above. He's still dominating with this XPR. Arguably the best sniper inside of this mode. You can spam it out really quickly, land a lot of damage super fast, and eliminate players before they even have a chance to blink. They're deciding whether or not they want to push up into Ackman's team. I think the push should come through here as Ackman has been knocked, but Can also gets knocked from the side. Seeing what Loading's going to do about this. Not anything just yet. Oh, he spotted Slayer! Oh, Senior J! You gotta be quicker than that. You could get a 1-pump here on the Slayer. If he lands this 1-pump, it would be diabolical. Oh my god! Quick thinking on his feet, knows the Slayer is going to rotate down through the bottom, pushes him instantly, even using the trickster to get more advantageous position because of the speed boost, and 1-pumps him into smithereens. 13 eliminations so far, but OP still has their entire roster up as Lotex is able to get another. Slayer finally gets knocked and fully eliminated again, straight off spawn. 3 players left alive, but I think they've lost a lot of lives early here, chat. They've lost many players very early on. Oh, see you later, alligator. Okay, man, and it took you alive as well. Can goes down. We're now hopping on board with Leap Wagner. The team is spawned right above him. I think it's, ooh, it is Team Aura. From Latin America, it's Philippines versus Latam. Lotex on the kill feed as well, still in a fight. Wagner's not going to take that. Hasbulla, oh, spotted! See you later, Bart! Hasbulla might need to go into retirement. That's all I'm going to say after that kill. Holy jeepers. Lotex knows the TSG is over here. They also see Ackman's team still in this fray. A lot of players over on the side here. Bad positioning from Lotex. Pushed himself a little bit too far out there. And it seems like these guys have decided they don't want to take this fight. Are they going for mid-zone control? That is exactly what they're going for. They want a good position inside of the zone. They want top cell house. As Holy Father also gets knocked down, and he comes back into the action instantly. Landing far away from everyone else. Just trying to land with his team in another 4K roster. Ooh, he's going over to the side. Able to get a kill here from behind. Shots go down. Can he get Tom? No, he cannot. He gets turned on. Oh, dear me. That was a little bit embarrassing right there, Holy. Gotta land those. Gotta hit those, broski. Especially with the good MS. Tokyo, last player alive for his team. Using a smoke to try and stay up for a little while longer. Has a holographic on his M4. I don't know what he's doing right here. The whole team's still not alive. This is not good for him. Finally coming back into the action. Spots a player from the side. Not able to land any of the shots. He's going to get eliminated instantly here. See you later, alligator. And that's going to be all she wrote for Tokyo. Now we get to see what's going on with Senior J and Ackman's team. Keep it in mind, the fight did go down earlier between this roster and Lotex's OP Eternity Zenith, but they rotated around the map to try and get over the cell house. We'll see what the update is on that. And they went the whole way around the map. Because they knew Ackman's team were good at fighting, they didn't want to go anywhere near them, and instead they opted to go across the map and try and find a team that is not as good as Ackman in fighting. That's exactly what their actions are currently. They've spotted a team. It's going to be 4K main here. 4K main should have the ping advantage as it is on the Asia server, but that doesn't matter. They want to push into them. They've got 11 eliminations on the board here. They're trying to make something happen. It looks like, oh, ooh, dearie me. Ackman's team has get a lot of eliminations on their way. They're trying to figure out how they want to approach this. They've got 2 players up in the high ground and 2 players above the house. They know a full team is in there. No teammates have landed any longer. All 4 teammates are alive for both teams. Trying to get info right here. A Bull Balls is trying to peek and see where they are. Oh my gosh, Slayer dies from above. I'm surprised they were able to do that. 1 player goes down from Team OP. Now they're opting to rotate out of that situation. Instead of taking this fight, a Bull Balls is weak. He knocks and gets eliminated as well. Now it's all down to low techs and Cam to make something happen. They split up here instead of pushing in as a 4-man, and they stay alive to fight another day, but they lose 2 other players with a lot of loot in their hands. They're actually getting rushed out of this situation. They might get killed here as well. Keep in mind it is a 4v2, but now a Bull Balls is landing in alongside Slayer. They've got a Krieg and a Kilo, so pretty good guns here. All 4 players up and at him. Only 11 this game. They may lose their lead slightly going into game number 4. This game 3 performance has been lackluster at best. Oh my gosh, speaking of good performances, we have Legs here with 10 eliminations. He might target Rami. He's down below him right here. Oh, I think they know he's in there. Oh, that's going to be all she wrote. See you later, Rami. There's nothing you can do here. Absolutely nothing. Oh, dear, Brisky. Holy Father's still alive? I don't know what he can do in this situation. He does have a mythic. Surely this is a mythic Odin. It is. Lex getting something to the side. 1 more shot. Only 1 more shot. All you need to do is just land the shot. Goes for the wrong player here. Not able to get a kill. He might get turned on. No, he's not. He'll come through in a knock. Love to see it. Exotico is pushing him though from the side. Just goes down. Amazing play here from Holy to get his health up, but he's going to get knocked and fully eliminated because he's in the water. Nice. Okay, good job, man, and I'm glad to hear that. Does we hop on board with another 4K? They should be able to get Holy Father back into this action. 4 kills. They're actually going to be doing a little bit better this game than what they've done recently. As Magic's going to go down along with Mona. They do still have 2 players alive, but Chapo has been knocked, and now it's all down to Chapo.
Alright.
He doesn't have a shotgun for this situation. Almost turns on Fright, not able to do so. Magic comes in just in time. TSG do have 14 eliminations on the board, though. They are doing very well. The best team of this game definitely has to be the 4K roster, otherwise known as 4K looters. 18-19 eliminations now as they just picked up another. Ooh, didn't even see this. 4K Mian actually has 21, so they're doing very well also. Folks have been a little bit lackluster here, but 4 teams from this game could be good for their current score sheet, as Leap have already been eliminated from this game. They're actually one of the first teams to go out. And it looks like all 3 4K teams still alive. OP are also up, and they're going to be going ahead and fighting Goats for the high ground position inside of this zone. I would say the Warden's House is definitely the best position to hold currently in this zone, as you can get easy rotations from the top of the car. Low Texas team are not going to go for that, however. They're going to go for bottom low grind, as they've spotted another team over to the side here. They want to take this fight as a cohesive unit. As one instead of being split this time. They took them as a split fight before. Shots are going to go down. They spotted Tom from the side. Tom taking a lot of damage there. He's also going to take some health. Ooh, right side of the zone. Slayer lands a shot with 10. Able to eliminate 1. There goes the second. Jeff and Tom from 4K Mean are going to go down here. G still alive. Though. Going to get shot from the side. Handful going to take him down. Also, see you later, Alligator. Now it's all down to Rose to make something happen. He rotates out of the position. Stays alive for a little bit longer. Can his teammates come back into this fight? Though it's still partially early in this game. Actually, we're going into the mid-game, close to the late game now. Wow, a lot of action throughout this mid-game means that it could all be down to a player like Rosa and a player like Tokyo to stay alive and do something. I don't think they'll be able to come back now. I thought it was a little bit earlier than it was in this game. 4 players alive still here. 4 OP. That was a terrible fight for them to lose, unfortunately, on the side of 4K Main. They do get back alive. This is their final revive fight. If they die again, they're out of the competition. OP knows that they don't have much loot here. Shots go down onto a Bull Boss. He's going to take a lot of damage. G is probably going to take even more damage here. And now they know that he's really weak. They're probably going to push into him. Shots. Oh, unfortunately not going to get that knock. And the overextension on the peak is going to get him eliminated from this game. We can see another team right above them, and it looks like, what the frick? Hey, yo, he's on the ladder! He can't be killed by either above or below because of the position on the ladder! Chapo, ain't no way all the practice team going to this, bro. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's so dead. There's no way. There's no way Ramsey doesn't kill you right here. Ramsey? Wait, Chapo! Chapo, what are you... Uh-oh, he's dead. Oh my god, they don't know he's right there. Chapo, do you even have a good gun? He's dead! Why are they not shooting you? Once they see him, he's so dead! Oh, Chapo, please stay on the ladder! You'll be able to survive longer? No! He should have played the strat, like, he should have did it. It was an unbeatable strategy right there, especially as the zone was still over by the Warden's house. G did get into the final revive play. I thought there was no more, but there was one more just for him. Lucky duck. He's going to get a loadout, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do anything with it. Does go down, not getting cracked, but is weak. Lowtech does have a good position in the zone with his team. They are central zone, actually, with a solid power position. You can shoot through that with that loadout. Fortunately for G, he could be in there if he did have one, but not for now. Tokyo's camping, just chilling like a villain. It looks like the other 4K team has a great position in the zone. They have the Warden's house, and they have the house beside it. This is really, really good spot right here. They can rotate easily off that, along with having a easy pick onto the Goats team, as they're right below them. It should be a couple of kills coming in the way of 4K looters, if I do say so myself. But let's go on to teams that are actually in fights. Can's able to take down Jeff from the side. Slayer does have ultimate high ground on the roof of the house in central zone, but he does fall down below because he's getting targeted from Ranzu up on top of the Warden Tower. It's starting to get a little bit quiet here as teams are deciding where they want to put themselves. I'm not really too sure what Tokyo's doing here, but at least he's trying to get some placement points because his entire team is eliminated. Zone should be coming in at any moment. It is. There we go, collapsing in on itself. It's going down to the final flight fights, as you can see. I thought it was a little bit earlier than that, but I forgot we're playing slow zone, not normal zone, which means that teams have a little bit longer to decide what they want to do when it comes to rotating inside of the zone, chat. They have a little bit longer. Akaza's still up. The entire roster of 4K looters are still alive, as they're deciding if they want to rotate into Goats or rotate past them. Shots go down from Ranzu onto Patata. Patata gets knocked completely eliminated right here. There's no way he's going to survive this. His teammates can't revive him because he's out in the open, unfortunately. Growan's rotating around. Oh my gosh, Growan's going to go for this? Oh wow, he is going for it. He's going to lose his life because of that. Oh my god! What was that play with the cluster bomb to take the aggressive Ranzu down? They just lost an opposing player. Wow! That should have came in the way of 4K, but Ranzu's aggressiveness got him killed and eliminated from game number 3. I thought for sure they would take him down, but he went through down the stairs. Growan was able to pick up his teammate, and now it's a 4v3 situation on the top of the zone. We're going down to the final zone right now. Once this collapses in itself, that's going to be all she wrote. 19 eliminations for Ghosts currently. Tokyo's still alive. I don't know how he's made it this far. All the teams do not want to fight each other. I believe that Low-Tex's roster, OP Eternity Zenith, has the best spot in the zone as G has been eliminated from TSG. That's going to leave only 3 players alive from 4K main. Remember, this team right here is in the lead by so much that if a team doesn't land on them, it's going to be hard for them to get out of that first place position. A team needs to land on them one of these next few games if anyone wants to stand a chance of winning this. We'll show you the full map right here. As you can see, TSG still have 3 alive. 4K Tokyo struggling right now with nothing really going for him. His entire team has been eliminated. Goats decide to rotate in a very good fashion over to the right side of the zone. As we can see, 4K Looters are going to the left side, so we'll not see those guys fight until the end game if they ever do fight. I would actually say that Tom has a really good position in the zone as well. I don't say so myself, but I would say for sure this roster right here is the best spot. As it looks like TSG are fighting over on the Goats. Tokyo's going to rotate in from behind, get an elimination right there. Rare, very good rotation from Tokyo. Now with 2 eliminations on the board, I can might see him here. Tokyo, if you take him down. Tokyo, we didn't see him! That was a misplay and a half. Unfortunately, they're going to get eliminated here in 5th position. That is the best game that they've had so far in this competition, even with the ping advantage. 10 eliminations from ICANN. They do have a lot of kills inside of this game as well. If anyone wants to stand a chance of taking down these guys from the victory lap, it needs to be early game. They need to eliminate this entire roster off the bat, as they're just too dominant in mid to late game positions. Oh, Low takes able to land a snipe there along with the temper shot. Easy peasy. 4K looters fully eliminated from this game. Now only 3 teams remain, and 4 of the last 8 players are on Team OP Eternity Zenith. 25 eliminations this game. Believe it or not, it's less than half of what they got last game. This team is a mixture of players from Europe and the Middle East. As Low Tanks is going to get knocked here from the side, Narosa is taking him down, but unfortunately for him, Narosa is going to get Tempest as well. He'll get fully eliminated here. But this is a very aggressive peek. Tom's going to get pushed out as well. There's Narosa, full kill comes through, and now it's only down to Jeff from 4K. Shots go down, he's going to get 1 pumped. Oh my god. And now it's a 4v1 from Secret. He's not going to be able to do anything, and that's going to be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. They might even execute him. Oh dear, yep, see you later. Not going to be able to do much here. Unfortunate situation from TST, otherwise known as batting, but 2 games in a row going in the way of OP Eternity Zenith. The first game was won by Ackman's roster, the next 2 were run by the team that you just seen dominate in very good fashion. They didn't get as many kills this game, they were a little bit up in the air throughout the early game of this Alcatraz match for game number 3. But going into the mid to late game, they found their position, they found their rotations, and most importantly, they found each other. And they played off each other's backs, stayed alive, were able to secure the victory along with 29 eliminations, which is going to give them a grand total of 44 total points after that game, chat. What a great performance from them. Yes, sir, man, and it's a shame he didn't stay alive for longer, but great performance there from Low Tech Slayer, Ken, and Bull Balls. And also a very solid performance from TSG, also known as Batting. 21 kills with the second place finish is going to give them 31 total points for that game. As we go down, we've seen a good, solid game from 4K Main. They got a lot of kills with 24 in the 3rd place finish. Team number 2, 4K Looters, also doing really well. A lot of the Filipino teams performing exceptionally here. Even 4K Overload got 5th place, but only 5 eliminations, so that was all to do with Tokyo carrying them into the end game right there. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to see ICANN push him around the railing. As we go further down, you can see Goat got a lot of eliminations as well with 20. And then as we go down to the very bottom, we see 10, 18, and 18 from all of these different players. Flex with an 11-kill game. Not as much as Ken towards the end. He was able to finish out the top fragger for that match with 12 total eliminations. Pac-Man's team did fall early, but they did get 18 elims, so they're still going to be up there on the leaderboard. And as you can see, Leap's Avengers have fallen from grace. They were very high up on the leaderboard after game number 1, and now I think they might be maybe top 5 if I had to guess. Maybe a top 5 situation for them, but it's been a tough spot after game number 1. I'm going to take a little bit of a breather, take a sip of my vitamin C drink, and we're going to get ready for the next game, my Pookie Bears, which will be game number 4. Remember, it's a 7-game series, and so far, Team OP Eternity Zenith, most dominant performance of all time. What a fantastic game from them. But more importantly, what a fantastic tournament from them so far. I think I speak for everyone when I say I would love for every tournament, or for every team, I should say, to land in the top sellers. That's just me, though, chat. That's just me. That's just me, chat. 120 MS. Still winning. Still dominating. Still crushing the opponents. unbelievable. As we get into game number 4, the charts are being tallied up from game 3. I believe they will still be very far in the lead, extending it even maybe slightly after that game to possibly over a 70-point lead. At least a 70 lead, chat. That's diabolical for every other team involved in this competition. Diabolical. There are 7 games inside of this, yes indeed, and we are going to be going into game number 4. Good job for Tokyo for staying alive that long. Unfortunately, he couldn't make anything happen from it. At least he stayed alive, right? At least he did something. He got some more placement points for the team. Ain't that right, chat? I want to watch the drop spot of Ken, Bullboz, Lotex, and Slayer. I need to see it for my very self. I need to see it with my very own eyes. Blondie, thanks very much for the butterflies. Appreciate you. Thanks everyone for following or subscribing. If you're new around here, I appreciate you. We do one of these tournaments at least once a month. At least. This month we're doing 2 because it's October. Happy Halloween, happy Diwali. Let's see where they land. Should still be Cell House. It might still land on top of it. We'll have to see if anyone lands with them. Nobody's going to opt for it just yet. Oh no. Oh my god, Ackman's team are going for it. Ackman's team want to take them down early game. And it looks like Negro's able to land before him. Shots are going to go down right here really quickly. He spotted him instantly. Cam probably going to get eliminated. It looks like Lotex takes down Bright in a different situation. Lotex also getting knocked here. I can able to stay alive for a little bit longer. He may be one of the last alive of his team. No, luckily for them, Slayer gets into the fight along with the Bullboz. The shots are going to go down here. Logan's able to take down one. Cam's also fallen, and now it's all down to Slayer. Ackman's team and 4K Looters know exactly what to do in this situation. They need to take down all of these players, and it looks like Slayer goes for the same spot as he had last game, inside of the bush. Oh, are any of them going to spot him? No, they're not. Slayer gets out of this situation unscathed, and yet again, they get landed on, lose 3 of their players instantly, and stay alive for a little while longer. I think that all of them are going to come back into the match, and they're not going to go out just yet, ladies and gentlemen. As Slayer is staying alive, the whole roster comes back into the fight, and unfortunately for the entire competition, OP Eternity Zenith live to fight another day. Akaz is probably going to get eliminated here as well, but the one pump straight to the beast, never mind. Wow, Akaz, a good job for you, but I mean, unfortunate situation, your teammates are going to get knocked as well. And I believe Slayer's going to get picked up right here. The other 2 teams that landed on top of the cell house finding each other. It seems like this still went in the way of OP Eternity Zenith, as they have all 4 of their players alive with shotguns and ARs ready to use. Nagy, Lotex, now in a 1v1 situation. Nagy needs to do something here if he wants to be able to take them down. Slayer gets fully eliminated again. Icon, Bullboz, and Lotex still alive. And up on top of the cell house, he is in a bad situation here. Ramsey, Akaza, and another player from 4K Looters should take him down. Please shoot at him. What are you doing? Oh my god! I'm just trying to vocally act like what that 4K player must have felt like when he got turned on by ICANN, because that was diabolical. But he does die. He does get knocked here from behind, and now it's all down to a Bullboz and Slayer to make something happen. A Bullboz is beside him, but it looks like Senior J is landing on top of him. He needs to rotate into the side here. Ackman's team do know that they're all inside. Shots go down, he does get eliminated. Lotex comes back into the action, though, and Slayer's still alive on top of the Warden's house. It has been a very tough early game here for OP Eternity Zenith. They only have 2 eliminations. Ackman's team are fighting tooth and nail to eliminate them early out of this competition to make sure that they don't have as big as a lead as they do after game number 3. But speaking of game number 3, I'm going to go ahead and put on your screen right now an updated leaderboard after that game that we have just watched. There you go on YouTube. It will be updated, and don't worry, TikTok, I'm going to get the update on to you in just a moment as the entire roster of OP are back into the action. Like I said, oh my gosh, it's not a 70-point lead. It might as well be an 80-point lead with 79 points compared to the second-place team. Lotex just trying to stay alive for a little while longer. He's coming inside of this ladder because he knows he can't get picked apart here. As Slayer is also still alive, a 1v1 situation between him and Tokyo is going to go down here since doesn't have something to say about it. He's rotating into this fight. Sim has been spotted. Tokyo's going to make a push here as well. Tokyo, you need to make something happen here. You already need him awake. Shots go down from the side. Randy's able to kill him. And it looks like OP are going to lose one of their players again. Slayer is gone, but Lotex and Cam are still alive. Along with the Bull Balls, they're just trying to stay up. They know the Hackman's team are targeting them at this point. If they want to make something happen, they may go for a third party here instead of choosing to fight Hackman. Hackman coming back with a vengeance here. 7 eliminations straight off the bat of this game. TSG and Benega right beside him, though he's going to get eliminated instantly as all 4 of them peak at the exact same time. Loading goes down as well. Senior J, 3 for 3. Oh, dearie me. One player left alive, it's going to be Necro. That was a terrible push from Hackman, a little bit too aggressive there, but he knows he has to do it if he wants to stand a chance of winning the biggest Alcatraz tournament of all time. Amazing accuracy there from Necro. But where is OP in all of this? They're still alive for now. Losing one of their players to a knock. The Slayer's also going to get knocked here. 2 of them are dying. Ken and Lotex last alive. Leap needs to make something happen here if they want to stand a chance of taking OP down at all. Leap coming in from the side. He's going to get targeted from the other side. Unfortunately, it's a different team entirely. If only Senior J knew who he was defending in that moment. Unfortunately, he didn't, and Lotex lives to survive with his teammate for another day. All 4 of their players are left alive again as we hop on board with Tokyo and the 4K overload. 9 eliminations this game. They're performing really well. Let's see what Holy Father has to say about this. As Hackman's also getting eliminated here again. They don't hear anyone just yet. They're fine to stay alive for now. Remy spotted Magic though. Magic, what are you going to do? Oh my god, he might turn on him. Never mind. Lands the shots. Love to see it from Remy. The rookie of the roster, sitting with 4 eliminations this game. Absolutely beautiful. As we're trying to see what the other opposing players are. Sims has spotted one of them. It's going to be Patata. Shots go down. Holy Father, not able to do anything. Can his teammate Sims do something? Nope, not yet, but Tokyo goes in. Oh, he's also going to get 1 pump. They need to make something happen here, or they're going to get 1v4'd. Tata still alive. He does have a shotgun here, and his teammates are falling into the action. Oh, dearie me. 4K overload are getting dominated. Hackman's team, on the other hand, have got all 4 of their players up and alive. Tokyo, fine, exotic go on top of the roof. He'll be getting him down. Player lands out from behind him. Tokyo trying to rotate out of the situation. He knows he can't take this fight. Tata's been spotted again. He's going to run in. He's not going to be able to do so. Mana takes him down. Remy last alive for the 4K overload roster. They do have 12 eliminations on the board. This has been their best game so far in the competition. They need to keep it up. All 4 of their players back in the action now, thankfully. As we'll hop on over to 4K main roster. This is the starting roster of the 4K team. They only have 6 eliminations. However, OP Zenith still alive, able to take down Hasbulla. Slayer does get knocked. Not eliminated just yet. The Bull Boss does go down. Slayer and the Bull Boss have both been knocked here. And does take down the knocker. So he get eliminated here. There is a player right above him, but he's not peeking. Oh, surely you peek that. Surely you go for the peek. What is going on? Why are these players not targeting him? Unbelievably, Ken is able to take back his teammate, and they're back in the action with all 4 players up and at him. Up and alive. Player lands on one, Hasbulla gets eliminated. There's the 10th elimination for the team. Lotex picks up another knock. Looking very, very good. 4K Overload still alive for now as Holy Father's trying to make something happen. He's got 5 kills. Can he kill Marnax? He can kill his teammate. Can he kill the other? No, he can't. Unfortunately, turns around at the most unopportune time I've ever seen. That's called timing for you, ladies and gents. As Synth is coming up on the Warden's house. At the tippity top of the tower. Death falls in front of him. He could get a steal kill steal right here. Yes, he does. 2 kill steals. Love to see it. 15 eliminations from 4K main. Or no, actually it's the overload roster, but I mean they're the main in terms of viewership. That's all I'm going to say as far as that goes, chat. Going over to 4K looters though, they've only got 6 eliminations, but the 4K main actual roster has 10. Leap on the other hand only have 7. And OP are still alive with 13. All 4 players are up. Now, Bull Boss having a little bit of a disappointing performance here with 0 eliminations, but to be honest, his team are so good that it doesn't matter either way. Shotgun shells being dropped because he does have a KRM. There you go, ultimate chemistry coming through from the OP Eternity Zenith team. As we go down further, you can see the Ghosts have all 4 players alive. And as we hop on over to the second page, we don't really get that much love. We can see TSG with 13. Slashy. spots 4K looters in front of him. Not going to go for the kill on him. Where are the Africans in Latin America in this scuffle? 17 eliminations. Chapo still alive with the full roster, along with Mona. 6 elims coming through just from Chamo alone. Not many fights going through here, chat. A lot of long distance, but nothing up close. It hasn't been like this for a while. We've seen it a little bit last game, as GoPro is going to get knocked. Secret might...
15 and 12. Gone in one shot. The 13th follows. Clean and smooth. Next, the 10. Right on target. The 11. No hesitation. Straight in. A solid strike sends the 9 flying into the pocket. Now the 14. A flawless shot. And finally, the 8 ball. Perfectly sunk to seal the streak. Try your skills and play 8 ball pool now.
Trending in metal crafts. Alibaba.com, world-leading B2B e-commerce marketplace.
Love to see him from Tokyo. 18 eliminations. These are your top braggers of game number 4. Finally, we're seeing them pop up in a competition. They do have ping advantage for this game, so hopefully they'll be able to do something big. As low tanks is sniping him from across the map. Let him get in a little bit longer. Where was low tech sniping from? The bottom, right? Yes, he was. The whole team's down here, and it looks like Chamo's in a little bit of a terrible situation. Magic, is he last alive on that team? He is. He's still alive for a little bit longer. Oh, Slayer spotted him. Can he land the shots? Yes, he can. Beautiful. Tan is around the corner, though. If Tan peeks this time, they're all dead. They get back in time! Oh my gosh, 22 eliminations from the African and Latin American teams. Fantastic gameplay from them as Low Tech does take 9 synths again, sniping from across the map. Oh my god. Tokyo's also going to fall. This could be very bad. Oh dear. Cluster bombs are coming through. Synths needs to fall off the bottom of that. Oh, dearie me, this is not good. TSG are also landing up here, but they're getting targeted from low tanks as well. Let's hop on the low tanks and see these snipes are coming through. He's just trying to land them through the clock, black car, lighthouse. Not able to land anymore though, but he does have 5 eliminations on the board. As Synth has landed up top, he's going to get targeted by multiple different teams. He needs to jump down. There we go. Magic back in the play as well. He gets a kill onto Leap. 19 eliminations from 4K Overload. As it looks like the top team is still fighting absolutely everyone. They're playing slightly staggered here as they rotate into what I can only assume is a power position of next zone. Shots going down from the sky. Are you going to land? There's no way he lands a shot out of the air, right? No freaking way. Low Tech, I don't know what you're doing here, bro, but if you land any of those, that would be insane. He spotted Chapo. Shot doesn't land there, but Ican is able to take down one of the opposing teammates of Wagner. We'll hop on over to 4K Looters. They're still alive. TSG are going to go on top of the lighthouse. As Slayer is also getting more eliminations, they need to take down this team, chat. They are so dominant inside of Alcatraz. It's not even close right now. Anytime they get into a little bit of a pickle, they always find their way out of the situation. As Synth has been found, and that accuracy was prime for level threat. I don't think he missed a singular shot with that accuracy. Unbelievable scenes here from OP Eternity Zenith. They are slightly split, so they could get caught off guard here. Slayer and a Bull Pause. Oh, now 3 of them are together. Where's the final player? Low Tech's a little bit further back. If he gets one tap, it could cause havoc to the team. Leaper rotating into another roster here. They're in between 2 different teams. Shots are going down. They're not able to land it onto Leap MJ just yet. And it looks like Wagner's trying to make something happen. Not able to do so. Can's going to go down here, however. A Bullboss is still alive. Fight another day. Can's the only one eliminated from the team. There goes down Slayer as well. Now 2 players left alive. Low Tech's trying to get snipes up on the sky. A Bullboss able to land a 1-pump onto Leap MJ. And now they're going to be able to get their teammates back in the action with 27 total eliminations. Every time they get close to dying out, one of their players clutches up. Every single time. Low Tech still sniping on people over on the lighthouse. TSG just trying to stay alive for a little bit longer. They don't need to take any of these fights. I'm not sure how many kills they have, so we better check. 14 limbs, not too bad. They know they don't need to fight anyone just now, as rotation will come in just soon. 56 seconds, actually, until the next rotated zone comes in. 26 kills for the African Latin American mixed region roster. This is a very good performance from them, if I do say so myself. They might be able to drop a little 30 bump, even be the top fragging team for this game. Unfortunately for 4K, me and they are going to get targeted here from OP Eternity Xanath. And we know what happens when this team targets a particular roster. They get absolutely obliterated. It's happened every single time in the tournament so far. Will it happen this time, though? Wagner's been spotted. Oh, dearly me. Cam's going to get eliminated here. Slayer's spotted another player, though, as a wall next on Wagner. Leap is also going to go on here from the side of Slayer. 28 eliminations for Kamian stay alive, but unfortunately it looks like Tokyo from Overload has been knocked and eliminated. Holy Father, oh dear, this is not looking good. He doesn't have ping advantage, but he doesn't have gun advantage at all with a Swordfish Creed combo going against loadies and shotguns. Gets his way out of there. He does have 8 eliminations for this game, 21 eliminations for game number 4 for Holy Father. Remy is around him as well, but he has a terrible setup in terms of full guns. His damage per second is going to be awful. No shields either, but he stays alive for a little bit longer. Does have the refitter to use. OP are dying here as well. Only 2 of their... players last alive is going to be Can and Lotex to make something happen. What a snipe here from Lotex. He's unfortunately going to die from the side, and now it's all down to Cam. If Holy Father ran into there, he would be able to eliminate him. Holy Father and Remy could decide to beat him this tournament right here. If Cam makes any noise, Holy Father, it looks like he's going to go around. Wagner is behind him. They're fighting each other instead of fighting the one threat for the tournament outcome being Can. Wagner out the side here. He's going to go in. No, he went right above him, please! For the love of God, what are you doing? You're going to let him survive. There's no way he survives. He gets his teammates back into the game. What a play from Can. From the Middle Eastern region, still alive for a little bit longer. He goes to the team over there to his left, and a team to his right. He's just trying to make it into the zone here. Gets sliding right past the other rotating rosters. Can stays alive. I don't know how he's still up. Lotex is back in the action. Can. Now in between 4 different rosters here. There's only 6 remain. Can and Lotex last alive for the roster. Holy Father's team do get fully eliminated finally with Randy being the last alive. They get a lot of kills that game. They're going to skyrocket up that leaderboard hopefully as Can's able to get another one. On to Stiller. Apparently, according to the chat, Ranzu is hiding. And I like the strategy, Ranzu. I like this strategy too, Nagy. We'd love to see it. I've got weird audio bug for my audio, so I'm going to take my headset off and cast without any game audio as Lotex is able to take out another one. He gets Nagy from behind. Can's going to get eliminated, and now it's all down to Lotex to make something happen. They already have 31 points on the board, and that's going to bring them up over 186 points. Just based off kills. If they win this game, they could go up to 200 total points. But will Lotex be able to clutch up on the main stage? I'm not sure, but he took the spot right off of Nagy. Ranzu still camping in a interesting position, to say the least. I actually kind of like this play here. He's just oddly playing hide and seek. I didn't realize this was an iForg YouTube channel video, but I guess it is. $10,000 on the line. You gotta do what you gotta do, ladies and gentlemen. If only his leg wasn't peeking out like that, if he could get in a little bit better of a spot, it would be even cooler. As we hop on board to see what the other teams are doing, we can see Ranzu still alive. We've got the 4K main roster still up and at him. Finally, the audio bug is gone, and I can put on my headset once again. But don't let that distract you from the other Filipino roster being TSG. They're going to walk right past Ranzu. They don't see him at all. And it looks like Africa is still alive here with their full 4-man roster. This is the final zone. It's going to collapse in on itself here. There's only 1 second before it does, and here we go. The final moments of game number 4 are underway, ladies and gentlemen. It all comes down to this. Somebody needs to take down Lotex early if anyone wants to stand a chance of taking them off the #1 spot in terms of total points. 155 points going into this game, and they're already 186 points total. Ranzu finally gets eliminated from his hiding spot. It's going to be in the hands of Layla. As we hop on board to Magic 10 eliminations, all 4 of the players working together. There is a language barrier, but the chemistry is there for them to know. Low-Tech still alive here. He should get targeted, but he's playing spoiler, and nobody knows that he's right underneath them. Rotating into the zone, it's very, very small. He is central zone. There's a way that Low-Tech could actually win this game, as Magic Tech's down slashing. Now TSG left with only a couple of players. Getting targeted from the behind. Secret stays alive for a little bit longer, but Magic is still up with all 4 of his teammates, along with Low-Tech's. This is an insane play from Low-Tech's. He is now top 4 as Renzu has been eliminated. He needs to go into the water, in my opinion. I'm not sure if he wants to move because he doesn't want to make any noise and he doesn't want his footsteps to come up. Oh my god, he moved. Now they know that he's there. 4K main, now I know that Low-Tech's is around there. I'm not sure. Oh my god, he could go up the ladder. He could go up the ladder here. He hasn't been spotted. He's crouching all the way through this. There's a way that Low-Tech wins this game if he plays this perfectly, and all the hands of the cards he gets dealt are perfectly in his favor. But I think that when it comes to players or teams that are most likely to win this, it would have to be 4K main. Team number 3, 24 eliminations. They have 4 players left alive, along with Team 10, also 4 players alive. 29 eliminations from them, and 24 eliminations from the main roster. Low-Tech has went close to the ladder because he knows it's close to the middle of the zone. And shots are going to go down here. It's going to be Nerosa able to take down Secret instantly. Layla's last alive, and Low-Tech secures himself another spot. Now he's in the top 3. He can third party this so easily. He just needs to make sure that they don't see him right below him. Don't make any noise, Low-Tech. No noise is needed here. This could be... Ooh, not good, not good, not good. He makes a lot of noise. That's bad. Now they know that he's there. Dots go down. Terrible play from Low-Tech. They don't know what he's going to do in this situation. They know he has to come up that ladder. And he finally gets eliminated, and I think that's going to be a 4v4, a pure 4v4 interaction. But Magic is already knocked, so now makes a 3v4. Shots go down, Rose takes one, and Magic gets eliminated. Easy wipes on the way of 4K man. Congratulations, they're going to be your winner of game number 4, ladies and gentlemen, with a dominant 30-kill win. That's going to get them at least 45 points off of that game alone, and they're going to skyrocket up the leaderboards. They were already second place. Now it's going to push them over 100 points. But dare I say it, somebody still needs to land on Team OP Eternity Zenith because they are so far ahead in the competition. But a great game from them. 4K main coming through with a 30-point victory. 45 points is going to get them right up into 121 total points if I got my math correctly. But I think that the lead is still going to be extended here from Low-Tech's team. There will be a slight closing gap between 4Kings and OP, but everyone else, the lead has just been extended again. Even TSG, who finished in 3rd place with 31 points, they haven't done enough to really close the gap at all against Team OP. And as we look down further on the leaderboard, Akman's team did land on Team OP. Unfortunately, they died first, so the plan did not go in their favor. If any team wants to take down Team OP, they must land Cell House and they must instantly kill Team OP or they are going to secure the win of this tournament. What a great game 4 performance from, I guess, pretty much every single team. Yeah, the lowest killed team here was actually 4K Looters with 11 eliminations. So every single team on the board in double-digit elims for game number 4. It seems like people are now understanding how to play Alcatraz in a competitive setting. They did very well. And I believe we're going to get ready for game number 5 as we tally up the game 4-point performance. Yet again, I want to shout out anyone that is watch partying at home, or if you're just watching, just bring it home and watch either the watch parties or any of the participants. I appreciate you supporting these tournaments. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to host the first ever Alcatraz Private Match Worlds event. And we're getting ready for the next game to start up. As soon as I get the scoreboard, I will make sure to update it after game 4 results. And we'll get into game number 5. What a phenomenal performance from 4Kings main. Make sure to follow and subscribe to all of the streamers that you're watching here live for the Alcatraz World Tournament. As we get into game number 5. Cuttington. Let's do this. Let's go. Game 5. Ladies and gentlemen. Woo-wee. Somebody needs to take them down! Who's gonna sacrifice themselves? They are too dominant! They are too good! The entire world stands against them and they still come out on top! They've opted to go for a different landing strategy this time, not going for the rift strat, they're going inside of Cell House. They know teams are landing on them now, and that's exactly what Roselti's roster from Latam and the EU roster of Ackman did. They landed right on top of them. Shots go down, Ackman loaded, going to get eliminated instantly here. Senior J and Echo still left alive on top of that Cell House position, but it looks like OP are staying alive for a little bit longer. Low-Tech trying to make something happen here. Is going to be able to do so. No, he gets turned on by Barbax. What a phenomenal turn on here from him. Hands also down, and it's all down to Slayer. Yet again, OP have been fully wiped off drop and left Slayer last alive. Wow. Yet again, Slayer clutches up, stays alive, the whole team is back now. And once again, chat, Team OP survive everyone landing on them and do not get wiped off drop. Incredible performance. They live to fight another day. Yet again. Speaking of teams trying to fight another day, it's Holy Father's roster. 4K overload set, picks up one onto Low-Tech. Lovely jubbly, gets the full elimination over onto the Broski. That's one of their players eliminated. See you later, Alligator. And still alive inside of the center of Cell House. If any of these teams push them now with shotguns, it would be absolutely detrimental to their health. But I think Low-Tech is going to come back here, and he should get revived. This Exotico is getting damaged from the Slayer, and with Ken behind him and a Bullbuzz beside him, I don't see this Latin American roster getting out of this situation, especially since TSG, every single team that is in contention to win this tournament has landed on OP. They're all trying to find the individual players of OP right now, and all 4 of them are still alive. As Ken has actually rotated away, Slayer has died, and Low-Tech is coming into the action. Looking on top of the lighthouse for now, as Sin still holds the high ground position. He's farmed a lot of kills up there before, and he's still farming to this day. Ken picks off the castle, up on board with him. He rotated completely out of this situation. He's trying to get a 1v1, but it's not going to go on the way as he gets knocked from Ramzu. There's just no way a team can take them down at this point, chat. They're too good. Can obviously get into the eliminated. Bullbuzz finally. Low-Tech's and Slayer still alive for the team. Low-Tech's just trying to stay up for now. Doesn't want to take any of the fights. It's just him and Slayer left alive. Slayer's been in this position before, and he's in this position again. One of 2 players left alive as Rami spotted him from above. No, he hasn't. Rami opts to go into the positional hop spot of the house. Oh, accidentally peeked off of that as soon as he started shooting, but we'll go back over to Slayer. Low-Tech gets eliminated, but it doesn't matter because Ken and the Bullbuzz are still here. Holy Father, can he make something happen here? Holy Father, hit him with it. He's not able to do so. Oh, and he gets knocked from the side of Slayer. He should have just pushed him with the Jack 12, but unfortunately, Holy Father gets eliminated from the hands of one of the top fraggers in this competition. Tokyo and Rami also getting eliminated here. Luckily for them, Synth is still in the top spot of the lighthouse, like the little goofy goober he is, with 2 eliminations. OP now able to get their teammates back into the action. Bullbuzz should come back. They have got a lot of deaths off the start of this game, so there might be a situation where they aren't able to respawn at all, as Slayer's going to get eliminated here. The shot comes down, and it's all down to one final player. It's Low-Tech's left alive here. He's so far away from everyone else, though, so they should be able to come back through the revive play. Luckily for them, Low-Tech's got out of there, but Lex able to one-pump to the other team with his KRM. He probably thinks that that's Team OP inside of that house, but it's actually not. It's a completely different roster being leaped. Dots go down, Barnak's able to take down one. He's one of the best close-range players in the competition, but unfortunately he's going to get one pumped by Wagner using the shotgun. Tokyo does fall back into the lighthouse position, as Synth does have a top spot here. Now helping on board with Team OP, they managed to get out of this situation entirely, have all 4 of their players back up with 10 eliminations. It's been a rough start to this game, but as we go into the mid-game, they are looking very, very good. TSG also have all 4 of their players alive, and it looks like every single team is still up. Not a singular team has been eliminated thus far in the competition. I did call them out at the start as being the best team, and they have still remained the best throughout the entirety of this Alcatraz World Tournament, being Team OP. Double-digit eliminations, and we're going to go ahead and watch Ackman's team as loading goes ahead and dies to a Bullballs from the Middle East. He actually lives on the other side of the Persian Gulf to me, chat. Habibi, come to Dubai as loading is full elim. Ackman knows it's the best team in the tournament. He doesn't want to take that fight, but Ken is going to get knocked and probably full eliminated here. And unfortunately, moved off one of the teammates of that player as he was getting shot. Oh my god, he's been eliminated! They finally go down to only 11 kills to the first team eliminated, chat. They got 11 points that game. Let's tally up the total points. They're currently on 166 points after game number 5. They get eliminated early. We need to watch 4K mains. 4K main need to have an insane game here if they want to stand a chance of closing this gap. Speaking of points, I actually got that wrong. They're at 193 plus 11 means 204 total points for them. We'll go ahead and get the updated scoreboards on your screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. There it goes up onto YouTube, and I'll put them on to TikTok right now, but the first team to fall were the winners of the last 2 games. Previous to the one we've just watched, they won Game 2 and Game 3. As you can see, the updated scoreboard is on your screen after Game 4. They do have a 72-point lead on 4 Kings main. They would need to do something absolutely insane if they want to close that gap. Let's see if they can do anything about it. 4 eliminations from them this far inside of game number 5. That's a low-kill game right here. There is a team quite close behind them being TSG as well, but a lot of different teams are getting a lot of kills as Rose is going to go ahead and die right here. That's not good. That's not good at all. I think Jeff might be the last player alive. Nope, Tom's still up for now, but this is a very bad performance here from 4 Kings main. If they die next, it would be terrible. Shot go down from Mikaza, not able to land, and Jeff is going to get eliminated here. See you later, Alligator, but his teammates do come back in the action. Mikaza falls as well from 4K looters, along with Fright, leaving only Ramsey to do something along with Nagy. Holy Father dies again. They don't have many kills this time. Only 8. It looks like this is the lower kill game from any team that's not from Latin America, as Flex and the boys have 26 kills for Team Aura. Every single roster inside of this competition has a bunch of kills. We've never seen a game or a tournament quite like this before, where all 10 teams are popping off in different games. Going on over to Holy Father, what's he up to? 2 eliminations from him. Is Sin still on top? He is still holding the high ground there with a lot of bullets for his kilo, which is very good for him. He'll be able to hold that high ground for a little bit longer, but the zone's going to collapse in about 2.5 minutes, so they have time to work with here if anyone lands close to them to get some free kills. Speaking of free kills, I wonder will any more free kills come on the side of Team Aura. Remember Nagy? I think Nagy just absolutely obliterated a roster right there. I think that was Leap. He took them out. I think he's looking for seconds as well with this African Latam roster, Team Mixed Region right below him. Only 1 player left for TSG, he's last alive. Ackman's team's trying to find him. These guys are very high on the leaderboard, they need to stay alive for a little bit longer. There we go, he got all of his teammates back up. Negro trying to make something happen, not able to do so. Elimination comes through. Very good for Layla to be able to do that with the Odin such close range. We love to see it, but now he's getting targeted. He's going to die here no matter what he does. Unfortunate situation, he gets killed from behind via a KRM from Senior J. Holy's going to use this hacker to his advantage, and it looks like Tokyo is able to get another frag onto Leap Wagner, but there's 2 more players from that team here. He's going to use slide mechanic to get off that building. Stays alive to fight another day. Love to see it. So far, only the same team that we talked about earlier has died, OP. And now, with teams trading kills and not dying themselves, a lot of teams are about to close this gap. They were the first team to be eliminated in game number 5. This could be what everyone else needed. For them to die early was a travesty for the Middle East and European region. the two regions where I have lived my entire life. You would think that I want them to dominate like this, but I'd like a little bit closer to the tournament. I need the script writers to pop off with this one, chat. Absolutely. As we hop on to watch a different team, you can see Laker finding their way onto the top of Dogs. Like still with 10. We haven't seen these guys get many kills recently. Sim has the high ground here, but he's getting targeted by multiple different players on the roster. These guys need to get more aggressive if they want to stand a chance of doing anything. Remember, this is Team Aura. They were at 83 points. This is going to bring them over 100. After this game, as Sim rotates into the cell house. He's going to get targeted, I believe. Yes, he is. It looks like both teams are going from two different angles here. He doesn't have a shotgun to be able to do anything, and that's going to be all she wrote for Sim. Ardax coming up first. See you later, Alligator. That's not going to go in the way of you, broski. Naya, Ackman's team are actually taking down Aura. There's only one player left on the Aura roster. Rosilti finally gets in. They were lucky they didn't get full wipe there because they all died at the exact same time. Rosilti luckily gets in, but he's going to need to stay alive for a long time in this revive fight. 27 eliminations for him so far and his team. 4K being still alive, but not a lot of kills. So far, they're not getting any more points to close this gap with only 8 elims. They've spotted Chapo. Chapo's going to get eliminated right here. Magic trying to make something happen, but it's not going to go in his way. I don't think they do have Refitter to make something happen. But in between two different teams is going to wreak havoc to their success. Don's over here as well. But I think G will be the only one that actually goes for the push here, because we're going to hop on board with Leap, as they're also in a fight inside of this house. One of a couple players above them, it is the Latin American GOAT team. As Stiller goes down, Slashy's still alive inside of the house, and it looks like Layla's a little bit further around. 16 elims for TSG, they're closing the gap just a little bit. We need more eliminations from all of these teams if we want to be able to catch up to that dominant roster of OP Eternity Zenith with 193 total points on the board. Stiller, they've spotted them landing in on the ground. They need TSG to go on that roof. They did just that, they literally went on the roof. A great play from TSG, now they have roof control. With this zone about to come in, lovely jubbling. There is still lighthouse control being used from 4K looters. With the team inside the house only having a couple of players left, they can easily push inside there, which is exactly what they're going to do. Shots go down, Ghost lose all of their players inside of the house, and the house control goes to TSG. All 3 players get eliminated now, they're going to be landing back into the match, but it's not going to be good for them as the house control has been lost. 20 points for TSG with house control and high ground is going to be great for them. That's going to be really, really good. House control is what you need in this situation. It would be even better if they had control of the roof, but it really doesn't matter because roof is going to get targeted by 4K looters. As you can see, 4K looters are going to shoot everyone on top of that roof with their height ground of last zone. They're not in the next zone, however. As you can see, that particular house is in next zone with high ground. It's going to be unbelievable. Great positional awareness from TSG here. Unfortunately, Holy Father's team has been eliminated. Ackman's team still alive, though. As Rowan's going to get knocked and killed outside of the zone. See you later, Alligator. All of Goat are getting obliterated here. He gets sniped, so I top when the entire team gets eliminated. Staying alive for a little while longer. He just needs to be safe. Don't do anything stupid, or you're going to die and eliminate your entire team. 10 kills each from Flex and Bardax. This is a big game for them. 30 eliminations on the board. They're doing a lot of work here in game number 5. They needed to do this as they were down the leaderboard in the 6th place position after those first 2 games. Shots go down, easy pick and see you later, but Flex dies as well. And Bardax, their best player, able to land another. There we go! Ladies and gentlemen, 33 eliminations. They're going to be able to get their entire team back in the action. Shot goes down again. See you later as Bulla gets eliminated. And that's going to be another team out of this competition as Goat get full elimed. African roster still alive with their Latin American brothers. 20 elims from them. They do have next zone as well, so they will be able to stay alive for a little bit longer. When it comes to rotational plays, they're in a tough situation. Shots go down. Interesting fight to take. I wouldn't take that fight myself, but Fight's still alive. He has been knocked, though. I don't know if there's any more. There should be another revive fight. It should say final fight for the last one. After the zone closes, we'll have to wait and see. 25 seconds for that to happen. Nikaza coming down from the sky. He should probably land on Flight and get him back into the action. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's got an HVK, and I believe Fright has an Odin. Odin definitely one of the best guns in the game, for sure, on this map, especially this zone. Look how open it is, down in that lower quarter, the lower segment of the zone. G has a pretty interesting spot in the zone. He's actually using the loadout to his advantage to stay alive. Stay alive. Or don't spec the team OP. Unfortunately, they're died. They've already died. I can't spectator them anyway. They're already eliminated. Nerosa dies outside of the zone. Weird way for him to die. I think it's because he was in a fight, but it's okay. 4K may need to stay alive for a little bit longer. G's the last hope for them to get any kind of points and close the gap between them and OP Eternity Zenith. I actually think TSG are going to take them. Oh, sniper? Oh, he has an Arctic 50. Thermal scope, chat. This could be really good for him if he just stays alive for a little bit longer. You don't want the other 4K teams to come in here. Unfortunately, Chapo does get eliminated and knocked, but he is going to get revived. We'd love to see it. ESG still alive with all 4 of their players up. Like I said, they have the best position in the zone. They still have the best position in the zone as it is collapsing in itself. The final flight is coming down as we speak, chat.
God loves you. Your life on Earth matters and has purpose. Meet with missionaries like us.
Loadout drop is, but I guess it depends where the next zone shows. Let's see, will they go back or will they stay here in this water? Magic spotted both of them. Dot's gonna go down on the Rosa, like I said. He should have used the loadout. He shouldn't have moved where he did. Let's see where the zone goes, and it's just going into collapse for the final one. He tried to move into central. Oh, good. Rosa gets knocked, but G's still alive. Do not push anything, G. This is a bad play. This is a bad play. He's been spotted. He's dead. Ooh, magic. Unfortunate situation for him. G with 11 health in the board. He's only going to get targeted from the other 4K players. Camo's been spotted. Shot's going to go down here. Lands a couple, but he is getting eliminated in 7th place. Unfortunate situation for them to die so early as they were closing the gap. But not. TSG has something up their sleeves. Never mind, they all get eliminated as soon as I watch them. Mixed region still alive here, however. As Magic the only person who's been eliminated on their team along with Team Pac-Man, otherwise known as Alosos. Negro goes down. Fully elimination. Yes, it does. It comes through. Loading last alive of the team. 20 eliminations. This looks like it's going to go in the way of the Latin American team. 36 elims? That's probably going to be our second most elims. Ooh, yes it is. 37 of the entire tournament. A phenomenal game for them. It's going to skyrocket them up the leaderboard. If they're able to win this game, they'll go into the number 2 spot, right behind OP Zenith Eternity. They need to win this game. They have all 4 players left alive. Dots go down. Oh, Exotico's going to get eliminated here. That's not good. Bardak's also going down. Leaper causing spoilers to them. Stealthy's over behind him. Takes a lot of shots on him. Needs to get his teammate revived. He's able to do so. As Bullet comes in from the side. Jack 12 needs to be used. There it is. Now he can get his teammate back up. Gets more positional points. And hopefully should get his teammate revived. 40 total eliminations for this team. This is a very good game for the Latin American region, if I do say so myself, ladies and gentlemen. They could come through here and skyrocket up the leaderboards. They're already on 40 points just off kills this game, which puts them on to 123, which would technically put them in 2nd place based off this game. They just need to get some more kills and some more positional points. You cannot stand there. Good job. Gets a custom shotgun in his hands. Oh, goes for the high ground, lovely. He doesn't know that Akaza's down there, that's not good. Oh, he spotted him, there we go, now they know. The zone is closing in though. They don't have much time to work with here, ladies and gentlemen. Fright and Akaza have been spotted. Flex needs to do something about that. They're in a difficult spot. I want to see them win this game and skyrocket up that leaderboard. But don't let that distract you from the fact that Mixed Region has also had a great game today. Inside of game number 5, 23 kills. Not too shabby at all. Moving closer into the zone. This is going to be a very tricky fight for every team involved. This fight has been spotted Akaza and Fright using the low ground to their advantage. Staying alive for a little bit longer. This is 4K looters. They are down towards 7th place in the competition. If we want to see a big upset here, it would be them to win this game, but I would love to see Flex and Roselti clutch this up, or even love to see The mixed region, African and Latin America team clutched up as well. We've got 2 Latam teams, a mixture of Africa and then Filipinos. And it looks like Blanks is going to be the first to die here. They're getting targeted instantly, and they're not going to be able to win this game, but they still did get 40 kills, which is great for them, as he's rotating out of the game. Uses his Igniter to his advantage just for a little while longer to stay alive. Oh, I don't know why he's still alive here. Zelti's also up, finally gets eliminated. Oh my god, the zone's really coming in here. Dots go down. Blank somehow he's still pushing. Somehow he's still alive here. Oh, he can get the high ground. He can definitely. Oh, never mind. Channel uses the Tempest to his advantage. Now it's a 3v2 situation. Mixed region. Can Africa win another game inside of a major tournament for $10,000? It comes down to the 3v2 situation. Mona and Chapo still alive with Chamo. 2v3, they don't know where they are. Triton and Akaza can see them with the third person peeker advantage. Shots go down. Black. Oh, I was about to say his name, but I'm not going to say it. Chapo, see one of them. Mona's trying to make a push here. Fright goes down first. Akaza's last alive. He gets turned on. And a 27 kill elimination goes in the way of the African Latam team, known as Team Mixed Region. Phenomenal performance from them. Finally, we see the gap close for Team OP. I'm not sure how much this gap is going to close by, but it's going to be a considerable amount. Africa took the win on that one. Latam did fantastic, and a couple of Filipino teams did very well as well. Fortunately for that Middle Eastern and European team, my regions, they bowed out early, finishing last place, but 11 kills. We're going to go up to 204 points minimum, actually 205 if you count their one placement point for that game, chat. Let's pull up the scoreboard. 40 kills and a third place finish is going to guarantee them about 47 total points off that game. That's a good performance from them. That will bring them up to 130 total points, which will skyrocket them up into contention with the #1 spot. They're still 60 points behind, though. Still 60 points behind. Keep in mind, they had a 72-point lead last game. OP Eternity's at it. A 72-point lead, not on the team I just talked about, on the second place team. So the lead was astronomical going into that game. As we go down, you can see where everyone ended up inside of game number 5. We're going to get game 6 ready in just a moment, but you can see where all of your favorite players were down at the bottom of the scoreboard with 11 kills, and the 10th place finish is Low Texas team with a whole ball Slayer and ICAM. They were landed on again. Yet again, they got landed on. They survived it, got 11 kills, but unfortunately, they died finally early in the game. Not only early, first death for any team. I don't think it's going to be enough. I still think they have a very large chance of winning this entire competition. They just need to not die early. However, with Ackman's team landing on them, 4K Looters landing on them, all it would take is for TSG to go for them again, like that game, and they can bow out instantly in game number 6, which would be catastrophic for their position on that leaderboard. Their first 3 games were so dominant, even their first 4 games were so dominant that a disappointing 5th place would close the gap for them. 4K Mean also died quite early on in 7th place with only 11 kills. They're not really going to close the gap. They're actually going to drop significantly on that scoreboard with teams like Team Aura, Team Mixed Region, maybe even Ackman's team and TSG overtaking them. They might even fall down to 6th place or 5th place total. As we go and see where Ackman's team finished, you can see they were 5th place with 20 total eliminations. Good performance from them, if I do say so myself. I think they performed very well. And Leap had a little bit better of a game that time around. Good performance from them too. 21 kills and a first place finish. They have been pretty terrible after the first game. I mean, the first game they were 2nd place, and after that, they just fell off. Saying that, though, there has been a shift in the tournament's leaderboards throughout pretty much every single game other than the top spot when it comes to Team OP, Eternity, Zenith. We're getting ready for the next game, chat. I'll go ahead and update the scoreboards for game 5 as soon as I can. As for now, however, I'm going to let my voice take a little break, take a vitamin C drink, and get some snacks, because we're about to go into the final 2 games, where we will be able to crown, for the first time ever in the last 5 years, the kings of the fan favorite map. None other than Alcatraz. W Chapo indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Love to see the African support coming through in the chat. We don't get much African support, so when we see it, it's W Africa. You guys know I love you, alright? Let's set the record straight. You guys should know I love Africa. I always love having you guys in the competition. Don't let any creators say otherwise. We love Africa. There's a reason I always invite you to these events. There's a reason I was the first person to bring you into the majors. Okay? I love you guys. W Chapo indeed. Good job to Africa for winning that game. Let's go! Game number 6, ladies and gentlemen, the final 2. The final 2 games. Can OP Eternity hold on to their lead, or will they bow out early like last game? One thing's for certain is, I'm watching their drop. I want to know how many teams land on top of them and where they land as a unit. Do they decide to go somewhere else? Do they know other teams may target them because of the position that they're in? Speaking of positions, you can now see on your screen the updated scoreboards for every team. There's still a 70-point lead. They need another terrible game for them to lose that number 1 spot. Shots going down. RX gets eliminated instantly. They are getting landed on by a different team this time. I'm not too sure what's going to come of it, as it looks like a Bulldogs does get eliminated early on. Holy Father's team has landed beside him as well. Every single team seems like they're landing over by the Cell House nowadays. Lotex, Ken, and Slayer still all alive for a little bit longer. Ackman goes down from Lotex. Frenemies again. I think Lotex has killed Ackman at least 5 times inside of this competition for the Alcatraz tournament. Middle East and Europe, definitely the dominant region inside of the Alcatraz games, even though they have the worst ping for this lobby. I believe they're playing on 120 MS. There is absolutely no reason for anyone to be shouting ping difference right now, because they are cooking on it. Slayer takes down Holy Father. Let's hop on to his POV right now. I see where he's at. He's over by the lighthouse building. He spotted Flex. Lotex takes down Ackman again. That is the 6th time we've seen Lotex take down Ackman inside of this competition. Ackman is going to absolutely hit him by the end of this Alcatraz Worlds tournament. Tokyo lands up above. And it looks like he's going to land right down onto Lotex's path. Easy wipe for Lotex here. 5 eliminations from the team instantly. Love to see Holy Father landed on him this time. Holy Father able to take him down. Never mind, it was loading. Loading took him down. And Slayer, the last alive for the teammates. Slayer rotates out of this position. He knows he doesn't want to die here at all. He doesn't want the teammates to get bowed out early game. They did it last time, but they're still in the lead by over 70 points. A phenomenal lead to have, even though they were the first team to die early in the competition. All 4 of their players are finally back alive as 4K me and trying to make something happen. They're currently 2nd place. To be honest, I'm surprised they didn't drop lower after that performance last game, but I guess they got a couple of kills. And they're still in 2nd place unless Jeff dies here. If Jeff dies here, they're going to fall super low. Manzu, getting a couple of frags. Jeff just staying alive. He doesn't need to do too much other than stay up. Tokyo's team has 3 limbs. This is 4K overload. I think the strategy of OP is to get 3 players into fights early game, get as many kills as possible, and leave 1 person out. And it seems like the person that they stay away from is Slayer. He always rotates out as soon as they see. He's not taking any aggressive fights. He's always the last person alive in these situations early game, and he allows his other teammates to rush in and try and get as many eliminations. They don't really care about killing full teams. All they want is early game elims. Now with Slayer knowing his full team is back into the action, he can rotate into a power position, and he knows that there's a lot of teams around him. He does have the Jack 12 in his hand. He could get a free kill here onto Holy Father. Holy Father opts to go to the Lighthouse building instead. Slayer now spotted Necro from behind, still not taking the fights, and unfortunately for him, a terribly defensive play from Slayer actually comes back to bite him. Looking over onto Ackman, his team does have 7 eliminations for this game 6. After game 5, they still are in the lead. Team OP Eternity Zenith. Ackman's team are a little bit further down the leaderboard at 6th place. He's getting landed on here by Flight. He should get this elimination though. Ooh, never mind, a secondary player's going to land right on him, and Lotex gets another elimination onto Secret. FC Iken gets the confirmation of that elimination. A bull boss has been fully eliminated from Stiller. Ooh, difficult situation for Slashy. He's going to go down as well. 8 elims for this team. They're looking real good right now. If any team wants to stand a chance of winning this, they need to take them down early. Iken knows that there's another player from Team TSG. Oh, this is bad for him. He's going to get third parties here. See you later, Alligator. Nothing you can really do about that, Layla. That's going to be all she wrote for you. Slayer probably out of the action as well. There he is. He's further back. Let's see what Holy Father in the roster's doing from 4K Overload. Oh, they're safe for now. They're sitting inside of cell houses. Lotex does get knocked. I would say that the best thing that they can do right now is to just knock this team and not fully eliminate them. But will they choose to not knock and fully eliminate them? Or will they choose to just keep getting the points? Because if they knock everyone and don't fully eliminate them, then they can't come back in the revive fight as fast. Which means they have more chance of them actually losing and falling out of the game and getting fully eliminated. I don't think any team will ever really think that far into the competition like that, but it will be interesting to see if we see anything like it. Good play from Slayer, a very aggressive push on to Stiller. Dots go down, Fright's only going to get eliminated here. Never mind, the full roster's inside. Lotex does get fully eliminated. Oh, come on guys, you need to do something here. You can't let him get absolutely obliterated. Oh my gosh. What are you guys doing? 4K looters. That was terrible. It was a 4v2. Could have did a little bit more there, but they're going to extend their lead now with 13 total eliminations. OP Eternity Zenith. All 4 other players up and alive as Stiller takes the third party on to Fright. Up and back over to 4K main. They've spotted Synth. I don't think they're going to push into there. They might think that Synth has a couple of teammates. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, yep, they're going to actually go for it now. All 4 of the players rushing him. That's trying to get out of this situation as fast as possible. I wouldn't take that fight either, bro. He's got a terrible gun to take the fight with anyway. You need a shotgun for that kind of close range encounter. How do you say so myself, broski? The team are around each other now. 2 on the path of the watchtower with the scope swordfish. And then 2 inside. Oh, fortunately, Holy Father's gonna get a limb. What was that? How did you die there, Holy? I don't understand what's just happened to him. He should have got that kill. He should have died up there in the lighthouse, right? Come on, Holy, lock in, bruh. We need to see you lock in. Oh, TSG now in a fight against the top dog team. Dots go down, Slashy's gonna die first, unfortunately. All but over to Ken, he's further up. Let's see what Slayer's up to. Secret's further back. This team is on the leaderboards right beside them. We're on 127. It looks like everyone is close together except OP Eternity. Big Chris stays alive for a little bit longer, but the shots are going to come down from the AK-117. Everyone in this lobby is fingers crossed that they go down as fast as possible. That 63 kill win shot them into the stratosphere. We haven't seen a game quite like it since. As we hop on now with Senior J. He's going to go down there. Negro is last alive for Team Pac-Man, being on Losus. I can able to get another knock here as well. Negro could get eliminated. He doesn't have a shotgun now. He does. He got a one pumper. He's got a KRM. Bang, lands a shot, not the one pump. He's going to get one pump in return. It's going to be Chapo from Africa. Love to see it. Africa's very own putting on a performance on the main stage. I'm going to go and see what OP are up to here. They've now got position of the cell house. Oh, that was bad from a wall boss. He's going to get knocked for such a terrible mistake here. Looks like Result is also going to go down, but we'll hop back onto OP. As they do have 3 players alive right beside each other. Wall boss does get fully eliminated. What's going to happen here? Low Tech still alive, Slayer gets knocked. Oh, if Slasher had taken down Low Tech, they would have been in a bad situation. But they stay alive to fight another day. 20 eliminations on the board. Secret's are going to die here as well. 21. They're doing really good in this game as well. They might be able to extend their lead even here. It looks like 4K me just trying to stay alive. They don't want to take any fights. They're just chilling. Chilling like a villain as usual. Holy Father, on the other hand, he's still on top of this lighthouse. It seems like this is their favorite spot to go to now. Oh dear, 2 people landing on them at the same time. Ramsey, what are you doing? Oh my god, 4K fighting each other. It's a betrayal of the main stage. See you later, Ramsey. He finally gets fully eliminated. See you later, Alligator. Let's hop on over to 4K main. Can they close the gap? It's not looking likely. They only have 12 eliminations. They need to do more than this. As there's 21 for the top team. The Bulldogs gets knocked again, but it looks like the retaliation kill comes through from Low Tech. Up to the tippity top. He does have a one-pop. Shots go down. He gives a last shot onto Negro. Using movement to his advantage. He pops the Trickster. Oh. That's where he is. Lycos is going around, Pan's right beside him. They could be able to take down Ackman from the roof here. Ackman drops down anyway, he gets speared by Slayer. Oh my god, his old teammates have been absolutely dominating him here. We need to see a little bit better of a performance from the GOAT himself. That was going to get needed here from Exotico. Does it land? No, it doesn't, but it was a very good need, if I do say so myself. Likes with 13, he may get the most kills of any singular player in one game if he's able to keep this up. The most so far, I believe, was 18. Not go down, able to get the knock. Can he get out of the situation? Not looking likely. He's looking to die here from the side. Oh my god, still alive, 7 HP on the board. No way. Oh my god, still 7 HP. How are you still alive? This is ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy. I cannot believe Lex has stayed up this long. The movement is phenomenal. The gameplay is astronomical. It's out of this world. He could get the full kill here. He's going to go for it. Oh, not able to do so, but he does get the full kill. Unfortunately, he's not able to get Holy Father as well, but that leaves him on 13. 14, there we go. Finally got the kill confirmed. Well played to him. That's a lot of frags are coming in the way of OP again. They had a bad game last time, but they're still in this competition at the tippity top. Indeed they are, Bong Bong Tahor. Oh, Lex is landing on this roster. It's 4K up there, Tokyo. What are you going to be able to do here? Not much, as he's getting eliminated from Low Tech of all people. Why did Low Tech kill him? Oh, he was the one that landed on him. Interesting. 25 eliminations. They're performing very well as we're going to hop on board with Africa. Africa playing a little bit slower than the other teams, but at least they're getting the eliminations, and at least they won last game. ESG, on the other hand, over by the campsite, not able to get many kills. In fact, they're all just dying off. It's been a very disappointing game from them so far. Just keep continuously dying. 10 elims from OP. 10. Pots P or G. Not sure if you should push that, to be honest. I wouldn't push that myself. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I would push that 4K me in, but they are gonna get rotated on from behind. Oh dear, this is bad. They rotate on and they're gonna have low grind. With the team pushing them from behind as well, this is gonna be havoc on them. G's trying to be their last line of defense, and it's not looking likely that he's gonna be able to do anything here. Oh. And goes down. Slayer goes down. Low Tech's still alive, but he's outside of the zone. Just needs to stay alive for a little bit longer. All 4 of the players come back in. It's not gonna really be too bad for them. As OP still alive, even though they hard pushed that team. Really, Holy? This is what's going on here, Broski? I thought you were meant to be the Holy One. I thought you were meant to be the Father. At least he's got a KRM. If anyone pushes into that room, he should be able to survive it. He's waiting for all 3 of his teammates to come back in. The revive fight's not for a little bit because it came just before they all died. Unfortunate situation for him to be in. He's just playing solo dolo for a bit. Here we go, Randy's back into the action. The zone has closed over. And now we're waiting for another 2 minutes before it closes yet again. Teams need to take down OP if they want to stand a chance of winning this. And Ken is still alive in the same spot he was in earlier in the competition. We've seen him chilling here before. Yes, we did. What a position to have in the zone, isn't that right? It looks like Slayer's going to get one of the players, but he's going to get knocked as well. Ken's going to come from behind here. Can he get any shots on? He doesn't let him know that he's there, and he rotates behind instead. And now one of only 2 players left on his team. Lotex has been spotted. He's trying to make something work here, but he needs to rotate out of this situation. He does have plates to work with. Oh, dearie me, he's getting targeted by every single person on the planet right now. Hiding in the bathroom. Oh, they don't go for him. Good job. They didn't go for him at all, but it looks like Ken did a little bit of a tricky one here. As Slayer gets revived and he's back into the action, I think a bull boss might be fully eliminated now, though. As Lotex finally goes down, fully eliminated Slayer and Ken last alive for the team. They need to take them down early because they already have 28 total eliminations. If they get good placement points here, it's going to be terrible for them. Slayer doesn't make it on top of the roof, and that means that he's going to have to go into a difficult spot. Nicely done. 3 off, landing in, getting the 29th kill for the team. Good job from them. Ken and Lotex are back as well. Let's see what's up with Africa and Latin America. Lovely shot there onto Remy, and that's going to be 4K Overload completely eliminated from this competition. Game number 6. Remember, there's one more game after this. One more game. As we wait to see if Mona can land another snipe onto Nagy. Shots. He could go down here. Oh, doesn't land it. Still doesn't land it. Mona, what's going on, Brusky? What is going on? The goat from Africa needs to do a little bit better than that. Speaking of goats, though, Flex from the Latin American region has 16 total elims by himself. Remember, they're part of Team Aura, and they're one of the teams that are trying to close the gap between them and OP Eternity Zenith. Speaking of that team, they do have 10 kills from Slayer here, last alive in the roster. They are 7th place if they die here. This is definitely doable. If he stays alive for a little bit longer, Slayer could guarantee himself a lot of points here. He's in the next zone. Unfortunately, another team is going to go ahead and push into the opposing roster in front of him. That means that OP are going to stay alive for a little bit longer. I'm sure everyone in the chat from outside of the Middle East and Europe wants these guys to fall. Unfortunately, it looks like Middle East and Europe are just too strong when they team up with each other. Akaza also trying to stay alive for a little bit longer. If he dies, they're going to give more placement points to Slayer, which won't be good for everyone else. Nobody is going into this house because they think there's a team in it. But in fact, it's just Slayer inside of this house right now, and I think he's going to get himself another placement point for this positioning that he currently has in the game, chat. He's just trying to stay alive for as long as possible. Flex also chilling as well. They've got Refitter, they've got Kinetics. These guys, I think, will be very good going into this late game. No more redeployments available. This is all you see, ladies and gentlemen, as we go into the final zone. It's going to close over in about a minute and a half here. 27 eliminations for this team. Nagy still alive on the last revive flight. There's none left. He can get high ground, honestly. Nobody can target him or take him out of this high ground, which is great. Yeah, good job from him. Very good. Okay, he doesn't need to worry about a thing. He could also get a good placement position. Akaza, I mean, come on. This is a great spot to sit in if he wants to stay alive for a little bit longer. I can't believe Slayer is still up here, though, as every single team is deciding where they want to be, and I think we're going to have a wheat off here. As Fury are over, this is all of Akman's teammates except for Akman. We've got the Africans and Latin American region over here, known as Team Mixed region. We've seen them win a match from this position before. Can they win again? Shots go down over onto Leap. We can see them right now in the house. They definitely have the best position in the zone as a team. But I would love to see if these guys can do what it takes. Team Aura to take them out and basically push themselves closer to the #1 spot, because it's only Slayer left, and if he dies now, he gets way less overall points. We're going to have to push into him. Slayer may be able to take down one of them, I would say. We're going to hop on board with him right now. He does have what I believe to be a 5.15 and an AK-117 custom. as the zone is about to collapse in 10 seconds. This could decide if they win the tournament or if they bow out early. 29 eliminations, a 7th place finish. They're going to get a lot of points for this game regardless, but it's whether or not people will be able to close the gap on Slayer's team. They need to close the gap this game, and they need to close the gap next game. It looks like teams are purposely rotating away from Slayer. They're not even going for him anymore, which is crazy. No teams know that he's in there. They probably think if there is anyone in there, it's a full roster. Fury pushing in the lead here. This is Zachman's roster, able to take down one. Dawn's going to go down. They're going central zone in the house as well, so they're good for now. Everyone walking past Slayer, nothing happened, and everyone has walked right past him. Byron goes down as well. It's all down to his ability to stay alive and get some placement points. Slayer still up here. He's made no signs. Everyone has walked right past him. A very good play from Slayer. Staying alive. He hasn't got placement points yet or a kill, but it looks like, oh my god, he's staying alive for even longer. As we go on board with Team Aura, they're in the house beside him, but they don't know he's there. They don't know Slayer is right there beside them. Absolutely no idea, and right beside this team is 4K main. Slayer could come in with a third party here using a 515 or an AK-117 to his advantage. Best teams in the zone. Oh, Hezbollah. What a positional play for him. It looks like loading might go for him though. Loading spotted him. There it is. Slayer confirms himself another spot in this zone, and he finally goes down in 6th place position, able to get themselves some more points.
Trending in metal crafts. Alibaba.com, world-leading B2B e-commerce marketplace.
Nagy's still up as well. This is 4K Looters in the tippity top. They are currently 7th place in the competition. Ardax, Roselti, and Flex. They're going to be struggling here. I think this is going to go in the way of 4K main. I really do. As this final zone collapses in on itself, they have the best position if they don't get pushed out of it early. Everyone is going to get pushed out of this zone. They need to use smokes. Do they have any smokes? They need a smoke right here, or they're going to die. 4K main may get eliminated here because of lack of smoke. They have tricksters, they have igniters, and it looks like the push is coming in first by the Latin American team. They're going to die instantly. Nagy's up top of the rookie trying to make spoiler onto his 4K compadres. Spoiler doesn't come through. 4K main are able to close this out. I think they're going to take the W here. Everyone's right in front of them, and that's going to be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen, as Senior J can't do anything. And a 31 kill first place performance from 4K main puts them straight up into the leaderboard. They're going to confirm their 2nd place position so far, but they're still going to be a little bit further behind the team known as OP Eternity Zenith. They're going to need to have an insane Game 7, and everyone needs to pray that OP Eternity Zenith dies early. We've seen them get landed on, but they never die early enough to really make an impact. And since they finished in 6th place with 29 points, they're probably, you know what, let me pull up the point scores on game broadcast with that lovely transition of Alcatraz. They do get 3 points for that, so they're still going to get 32 points for that game. 32 points for that game alone is still a lot of points. They're going to go up to like 237 total points, which is the biggest point total we've seen in a very long time. Congratulations to 4K main for dominating that game. They were the most kills out of any team. An unfortunate ending there by the guys over at the Latin American team Aura, and a good clutch up towards the end as well from Pac-Man's team. I was kind of hoping that the Latin American team would still do a little bit better towards the end, but they're going to do all right in terms of total points. Everyone catching up to OP Eternity a little bit here, but because of that 63 kill win that they got in the second game, it's looking unlikely. Unless another team is able to match or beat that game, it's going to be a hard challenge for every single other team inside of the competition. Yeah? So far, so good inside of this tournament. It has been absolutely amazing. Lots of intense fights, lots of craziness. Dare I say it's been more chaotic than a normal isolated? That's just my opinion, though. You can let me know what you think in the chatting con, though. Hi, time to the Kings. That's what's being spammed in the TikTok chat. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't know why people are spamming 26 in the YouTube short form, but it's something to do with the Middle East, I guess. I'm not really too sure about it. We're getting ready for the 7th and final game. If you're new, make sure to hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, and if you're watching any of the watch parties, hit the follow or subscribe button for them as well. And also, make sure to give them some donations or some gifts. I know they'll appreciate it. Alrighty, chat, we're getting ready for game number 7. The final game in the competition, chatting con. It all comes down to this. The stage has been set. OP. Den of Eternity need to die early. They need to die early. Thanks for all the follows and subs. Yeah, I appreciate it. As early as possible for anyone else to stand a chance. If they die instantly, it's anyone's game. If they stay alive, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a very tough one. W to Africa as well. They played well today. They might even go up the scoreboard. Who knows after that game? Because they survived a long time in there as well. Team Mixed Region. They were 3rd place at the start of that game. Lower Kings main, I think, are going to stay ahead of them because they won with a little bit more kills. But hopefully, they stay in the 3rd place. That would be good if they could. Waiting for Flex to get out of that, and then we're going to start game 7, chatting con. 6-7. Odds permanently banned me, but then bring me back. Let's do this. The 7th and final game, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting the scores tallied up for the 6th game right there. We already know the OP Zenith is in the lead for now. Everyone else is trailing behind them. Let's watch where they land and see if they can become the most dominant team in Alcatraz history. Let's go! Let's go! Alright, they're landing in here again, chat. They landed here before pretty much the entire game that came here. Will they be able to do anything about it off drop again? Ken's gonna die instantly. That's not good for Ken. We're updating the scoreboard as we speak on the TikTok, YouTube. You're already updated. Ken's first to drop on the team. Do they have what it takes to stay alive? I think they do. Team. Oh, I got the wrong. I need to get the right. I need to get the right one. We're staying alive for now. Low-Tex is safe. Slayer is safe as well. He landed in the lighthouse. He knows what's going on here. He does not want to die early game. He's trying to get some free eliminations from the side. As now the scoreboard is updated everywhere. This is the 7th and final game. A Bullboss gets eliminated instantly here. It looks like Brazilti's going to get killed fully as well. See you later, Slayer, picking up the first kill for the team. That's going to be them on 238 points total. The gap has been closed by 4K main. There's only 50 points left in it. They could close this gap if they have a phenomenal game and, of course, OP die early. What's going down? Low-Tex is really far away as it looks like Bullboss gets eliminated again by Necro. A lot of teams want to see these guys steal. They're definitely the most hated right now. Ken's also going to drop, and it looks like Bullboss comes back in for a little bit longer. A lot of people landing over in the lighthouse, though. Tilting goes out of there, Tokyo's chasing him down, and Bullboss is in. Can he do anything about it? Slayer's right in front of them. They're going to get a couple of kills here, I think. Yes, they do, but Flex is right there to get a trade. Slayer goes down again. Bullboss up on top. He's died twice already. He only has 3 lives left. Flex is spotted him. He gets turned on. Oh my god. Flex is one of the most underrated players we've ever seen in these tournaments. I've never heard of this guy, and he's popping off today. What a great player. What a great pickup for Team Aura. Low-Tech's EMP here. They're all split up. He's going to go down again. This could be the collapse. They're collapsing and falling like Rome. And has been knocked, but he's not fully eliminated. Interesting. And Slayer is right beside him as Low-Tech comes back down. I think he might go to the lighthouse again. This is bad, bro. Can's knocked, and he's not getting revived here. So if 3 of these guys die, they could go out. Slayer has been spotted by a different team, which is also pretty bad. Oh my god, they're getting targeted. Hands down. Fully. Low-Tech comes back in, and Bullballs is up as well, but I think Slayer may die here to this team. It's the Latam team. Yes, he does. Instant kill. See you later. Nice hold down to Low-Tech. Slayer comes back. There we go. It all comes down to these guys. They've only got 2 eliminations. Thanks for the galaxy, man. I appreciate it. Try legend. Much love, brother. As you can see, all of these players have died multiple times. They only have a couple of lives left. They know if they die 5 or more times, they're going to get eliminated instantly. They need to stay up for as long as possible. They don't want to take any of these stupid fights anymore. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. They're over by docks. Nobody's even close to them anymore. If a team wanted to take them down right now, they would need to all go to docks and probably, it would be a 3v4 if they were able to pull it off. There's only 3 of them there. Low-Tech is a little bit further up, but they know they want to get more kills in this, so they're actually going to target and go further up the map for those eliminations. If I was them, I would play extremely passive and just go for the placement points, because the kills will come regardless, but they could still die early. Definitely could happen, as we're going to hop on board another player from the team. Never mind. We might as well stay here and watch the attack. Oh, he turns on him! Wow! A Bullballs has been filing out here. Slayer goes down too. Now it's all down to Can and Low-Tech to make something happen. A Bullballs has died many times. I think we've seen him die 3 or 4 times now, so he won't have many lives left. I don't know about Slayer. I think Slayer's only died a couple times, so he'll be able to come back. Flex is last alive on his team as well. He needs to stay alive. Oh my god, Flex, you need to stay alive right now. No, that was a bad play. Oh, he stayed alive! I couldn't even comment here. I was so focused in on whether he could stay up. These guys have 17 eliminations. If they take down OP Eternity Zenith right now, they win. If they're able to do it and they clutch up and win this game, they need to take OP down ASAP. They need to keep their kills coming and win this game, and they could win. They could win the entire event. They just need to lock in right here. Looks like somebody else is locked in, however, as Slayer has spotted Ranzu. Leap are over on the side, but I'm not sure if they'll be able to get out of this situation. Oh, dearie me, the Slay comes down, Slayer's able to take down one, but he's going to get killed as well. Trades come in from a Bullballs. And now the mixed region team knows that they're around here. They could push this. They're not going to go for it. 4 eliminations on the board for OP. Low-Tech has landed far away from them, so they're going to stay alive for a little bit longer. Leap buys out, they're going to get fully eliminated as well. 7 teams are remaining. Let's hop on board to the team that has been doing a lot so far inside of this game. Magic going to go ahead and drop. Oh, oh my god. A little bit of Latam on Latam action right there as Bro gets eliminated on the main stage. Deepers, Creepers, thanks, Captain. Appreciate you, brother. Jeff's still alive from 4K main. They only have 7 kills, however. They're not going to be able to close the gap on this one. 5-15's up there, ready to be used. Flex's team's still alive. Flex definitely the most underrated player in this tournament. If I could give him an underrated reward, I would, but maybe we'll do that in the next season of events. Oh, shots go down, almost cracks him, not able to do so though. As we hop on board with OP, they have 6 eliminations right now. Shots go down, not able to kill him. Barely able to do anything to him, to be honest. Ramsey struggling here. Low-Tech's gonna go up first on the ladder. Not doing anything, bro. Guys, you need to be better than this. Slayer kills it from the side, and that's gonna be all she wrote for young Ranzu there. See you later, alligator. OP Zenith. 7 limbs. It's been a low kill game, but they're all still up. They needed to die early. They still could lose this if Lex can get more eliminations. It would need to be a big game from him, though. And his team. As we hop on and we can see Holy Father still alive here. He's got 6 limbs. Let's go, Holy. Let's go, Broski. Doing good. Indeed. He's gonna land over to the lighthouse. It seems like there's a lot of people landing here. Just getting kills every time they spawn in. Turns on Resilty. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Holy gets another. That's him up to 7 total eliminations. Phenomenal job from him in this game. He's playing pretty well. Unfortunately, his team have not been doing too good together. They are last place so far. His Flex dies again, and I feel like, oof, it's looking tough for them. 4K means maybe our last hope. We want a team to take down OP. That 63 kill win just did so much for them. It took them into next level. They're targeting this other player now. They're going to go up the ladder. I don't think he really stands a chance. Oh, dearie me, Barnax. Oh my god, Barnax, you can turn on him. You can turn on him. Oh my gosh. Double balls. That might be in a ping diff situation, but still, you should have got that kill with the shotty. Dearie me, Barnax gets a limb. They've only got 8 total kills this game. Thank you, 5 gifted memberships. I'm not going to call out your name. I'm not going to call that name out, but I appreciate the 5 gifts. As a Bullballs is eliminated, we'll hop on board with Holy Father. What can he do in this situation? He's trying to get off out of last place position. I mean, is it even possible? Last place position right now is 68 points or 21 points behind Goats. Has Goats really done anything this game? They have. They're extending the lead. I don't know. Holy Father and the boys may finish last. Oh dear. That would not be good, Chad. That would not be good at all. I scrubbed Leocious. As we hop on over, you can see the main OP team killing like villains. Speaking of main teams, though, here is the 4K main roster. As they're landing shots on the Slayer. Cam's right below them here as well. He's trying to land shots into somebody else. The guy's decided he wants to rotate back. Barnack's not able to do anything there, and it looks like Synth has also been knocked. Kind of fully eliminated. Hopping on to Holy Father, last player on the team. He stayed alive for a long time here. I'm sure his girl would be proud. Hacker being UCCAN is terrible at this, but I mean, it's better than nothing. As a Bullballs is rotating inside. Oh my god, not through the wall. Wow, okay. Rotating inside Cell House, but it looks like 4K me and knew he was coming. Able to take out Katana here. Turns on Ross Kid, but not before Jeff gets eliminated. Oh, one pump straight to the face. See you later, G. Top of the rows, the last 2 alive on the team. 14 kills as a unit. I don't think that's going to be enough, ladies and gentlemen. Flex has 14 kills by himself. I think Flex might even have the most kills in the competition at this point. He's been doing double-digit kills all day. Somebody get him a better roster. Actually, you know what? Aura have been playing pretty damn well. Aura have been playing pretty damn good. Inside of this tournament, if I do say so myself, since it's going to drop here. See where the teammates are. Okay. Ooh, nice smoke from Methodic. Goat's still alive here. They're trying to stay in 9th place. Holy Father's trying to catch him. Eating a limbs from Holy as well. Let's go, the broski himself. He may be able to win a game here. I think if he won a game, it would be the first time they ever won one inside of the tournaments, which would be a history maker for sure. Unfortunately for him, Synth is going to die instantly. See you later, as Can is able to take him down as soon as he lands. Where is Can? Ah, they're holding the top of Cell House as the circle is on Cell House. We can see an OP Zenith win here for game number 7, being the final game of the tournament. 10 eliminations though, not a big game from them, but to be honest, they can just play very passive. They don't need to worry about something when it comes to being aggressive because their lead is so large. It looks like 4K are worrying about the lead though as they take out Magic from the Latam and African roster. Camo is down and around here. They're going for the ultra aggressive mode. See you later, Alligator. We're not going to go for that final player though. Mona stays alive for a little bit longer. Team of mixed region, trying to get his teammates back into the competition. These guys have 18, and it looks like the team beside them also has a lot of kills as well, being 20. Yeah, bro. If they push super aggressively, they can still do it, but OP need to die. They need to get like a 60 kill win for this to happen, and I don't think they're going to be aggressive enough for it. They might just play off for 2nd place. Holy, what are you doing? Oh, never mind, shots go down here. 2 of the players are eliminated. There goes Ken. It's all down to Lotex and a full boss. Not sure when the next revive flight is, ladies and gentlemen. Seems like the teammates are going to come back, though. Lotex and a full boss stay alive to fight another day. Tom going up to the stairs. Spots Lotex. Doesn't want to take that fight. Going for him again. Nice. Spots him one more time. Nade comes through. Nade won't land on anyone, I don't think. Should be good to get out of that situation. And I do think that Ann could be fully dead here. Never mind, he's back in. It just hadn't updated for me. The whole team is back. Back and ready to attack as Lotex is using the third-person peeking mechanic to his advantage. Flex on 15 total elims. He needs to do a little bit more if he wants his teammates to take the win. Why are people typing Ferg Batty pics? Guys, stop typing Ferg Batty pics in my TikTok chat. Bro, stop spamming Ferg Batty pics, bro. You dumbasses are distracting me. Anyway, 4K means 21 eliminations on the board. Looking good for their final game. Game number 7. It looks like they're trying to rotate around the backside of OP. This is the battle of number 1 and 2 in the competition. They would need to take them down here if they want to stand a chance of winning it. The lead could be crushed in moments. Oh, they've spotted them. They've absolutely spotted them. Surely you spotted them. They didn't see them until it was too late. Wow. OP are playing very defensively. You know why, because they have such a strong lead. They just want to stay alive for as long as possible and make it into the end game. Only 6 teams left alive for now. Shots going down on the other players of 4K mean. Lotex still camping inside of here, using third-person peeking angles to his advantage. Great play by him. Flex still camping and moving up passively. Not too good from them. They should be pushing more. They had such a good chance to win this tournament and take it from OP Zenith. They just need to be more aggressive. Holy Father still alive. Don't know how he's been up this entire time. He's the last player alive on the team. Happy tap, tap, tap. EMP drone gets destroyed. Holy Father. Where's the next zone? Ooh, he's actually kind of close to it. He can get into the next zone. He doesn't need to worry about it. If he goes down into the ruins here, yeah, he can stay alive. We can see a Holy Father clutch. For sure. Oh, we need to see clutch up his team 4K man. Lotex is right below them here. They could land on him. Just land on him, please. There's 2 of them down there. It's a 4v2. Go for it. Lotex gets eliminated. Hands further back. Slayer goes away. Now the rest of them are far. Third-person peeking angles are ajar. Shots go down. There goes Tom. The 4K man. That's not good. These guys are stalking them from the other side of the zone, pretty much. Not good at all. For any other team, they've been spotted. Lotex gets knocked to full kill again from Jeff. Players from OP have been spotted. Oh my god. The African Latin American roster are out in the open. They could die here. They need to use smokes to their advantage if they have any. But it looks like Ken and Slayer are shooting right at them. They do have a decent position and zone. Final revive flight's coming in here, and it seems like Lotex is back in the action. 10 eliminations so far for the team. They die early, it's still possible we lose this just because of this team getting a lot of points along with Flex. Did Flex's team need to rush, bro? They need to rush. 4K, Nagy, and the Looters go and get fully eliminated. Holy Father finally gets pushed out of the competition as well. As we see the African and Latam team still alive with 19. This really is going to come down to that 163 game performance. Because all the other teams are right beside each other as Lotex does get knocked here. Mona's going to get traded with by Jeff. As he gets the full kill. Lotex can't get revived. It's a 3-man situation. Shots go down, not able to land them onto the team rotating in. Lotex looking like he could get revived, if I do say so myself. All the teams left have 4 players except for the African roster, as Mona has been eliminated. Lotex gets revived. They don't have many kills here, but they do have a good amount of points in the lead. They're all camping now. No team wants to take the first engagement. There's only 4 teams left alive. 25 kills from 4K main. 28 from Latam's team Aura. 10 from OP. And 19 from the African Latam team, that mixed region. Zone's gonna close in here in about 26 seconds. 4K need to wipe absolutely everyone right now, or it's cooked. And they need to wipe OP first. Out of all of the teams, it needs to be an OP team wipe instantly. Without a doubt. Little Spear, can you do the Ferg throw? You want to do the Ferg throw for me, G? I know you want to do it. I know you want to do it, bro. He's not gonna do it, is he? He ain't gonna do it, chat. What a loser! Yo, second place for a reason. Holy, the trading guns over here by OP. This last game, ladies and gentlemen. It all comes down to this moment. Who's going to be remembered as the winner of the last game of the Alcatraz first ever $10,000 Worlds Tournament. If you want to see something like this again, let us know. We could definitely do another Alcatraz tournament. It has been a ton of fun. A very aggressive, fast fighting pace indeed. Or even we should try a blackout tournament again. It's been a while. That would be a really good spot for somebody to be in, but unfortunately there's nobody there, Low-Tech. There's nobody there as the zone closes in. OP. They win this game, they win it all. Undoubtedly. 4 players left alive. The zone's closing in. They do have center zone as well. I think they may be able to plug this up, ladies and gentlemen. OP Eternity Zenith. The African team is right in front of them with the Latam players. Hackers being used, but they don't really have many places to rotate to except directly into that roster. It will be a tough situation for them to get out of. Speaking of tough situations, whoa, that was like the toughest is the 4K team up here on the roof. The zone's finally closing over. Lex is below him with his entire Aura roster. All 4 of these teams left alive are top 4 in the competition. It's all top 4 teams left up, and we're going to be watching the fight over on the side of the African team.